to Open Talk number 8 with our good friend James, aka Hypertalking. This is a special Open Talk because we're hosting it on James's channel.
My channel.
Yes, on James's channel. So this is all him. If if things explode, I'm sorry, James. It's your fault, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know what I'm doing, so that would make sense.
So it's an evening of, or afternoon, whatever time it is, of many firsts. So this is going to be a lot of fun. But we haven't done one of these in a while, and James had the idea yesterday or whenever it was to do another one of these. And we're going to unbox some cool things later, some sealed software. So that'll be exciting. And but we're going to catch up. We're just going to have some fun here. We're going to be here for a while, and Happy New Year to all, I suppose, and we'll just go from there. So we have a few people in the chat already: Jay from the House of Moth, Rich from Rich's Random Retro Reviews. Wow, save time. Say that 5 times fast. I can't even say it once. the quadruple R. There you go. But James, since this is technically your channel, I'm just the guy in the seat here.
This is so. I'm just gonna sit back.
I love your shoes.
Oh yeah, check out my Christmas presents.
I already did a 3-hour New Year's Eve live stream. I don't know how much I have left in me. So,
well, I don't know. You're doing great at hosting on my channel. No, it's really good. I don't like, I don't understand technology for starters. Computers, like, how do they work? And
I have a children's book about that.
And I'm lazy, and you're good at this. So so I basically was like, I need to do some more content on my YouTube. Who do I know?
Is this an interview? What's going on here?
I'm not paying Steve, by the way. Sorry, Steve.
What? Oh, I'm shutting this down right now.
Yeah, no, I thought it's basically. There's been a lot on in my life, and that's since we last spoke, which was like, I don't know when May.
Before don't put me on the spot. I don't know.
It was ages ago, like spring, summer, early summer 2021, and basically, my home is. We've only been here like just over a year, and bits of it were falling apart, and so it was like I had to replace like all the windows, replace some roofs, a whole bunch of stuff. But the fun thing that I did. I mean, it was sort of not fun getting there, but it's fun now it's here. I'm now not in the front bedroom of the house with like random junk and life all bundled together. All my random junk is, well, not all of it, most of it, if I'm really telling the truth. Most of my random junk is in here, which is a custom built like garden room, nice and cozy.
So for those of us in the United States who have no idea what that means, this is basically an attachment to your current home. Is that correct?
It's sort of, except it's
or like a shed.
I'm at the end of the garden, and in American measurements, it's about 30 or 40 feet to my house that way.
Oh, okay.
Over a slightly muddy lawn. I need to put some stepping stones in because I keep bringing mud in. But yeah, no. So and these are the slippers for out here. How good are these? Is
that like the London Underground?
Yeah. Look, mine.
I thought it was the Ghostbusters car for a while. I didn't know.
No, they're like really warm, but really terrifyingly dangerous to walk around in. I keep falling over.
Yeah, you're gonna step on a lot of brittle plastic.
Maybe I just don't know how slippers work either. No. So one of the things doing at the house was building this, and this. For a while, I was kidding myself that I'd kind of like work remotely from here and have my collection. And then my partner was like, "Seriously, who are you kidding? It's just for your crap, isn't it?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, you're right." So
it's nice to have those grounding moments in life.
Yeah, that's what you need people like that for, like a special person in your life who can tell you you're being ridiculous. So yeah, here is all my crap, and it's great because I can be really loud out here and not wake anyone up, and it's really nice and cozy. And,
so when you're cursing at a Macintosh for just not working properly,
yeah, oh my god, all the time. So loads of stuff happened. I did that, and I had to do that. Like I literally moved about 5 tons of rubble and earth to build this, and I'm going to do a stream on my channel in the coming weeks where I give a little tour of the place and talk a bit more about building it. But let's just say there was an air raid shelter in the ground. There was a tin bath. There was a TV. There was like bits of a sofa. There was.
Please tell me you saved the TV.
No, it was like in pieces. But like I had the tube and everything, and it was just there was so much rubble. I filled like 3 skips. Are they called skips in the US?
The dumpsters,
but yeah. Well, they were like huge 3 huge dumpsters full of rubble, and then I had to pour like 2 tons of hardcore into the hole that was left to make a stable ground to build it on. And then I didn't have to do any of the building.
If I were you and I did that, I'd be exhausted for about 3-4 years.
I was so tired. I spent like the whole summer every weekend digging. Oh my God.
That's dedication, and look what you have because of it. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Well earned, I reckon.
And yeah, if I had half of that gumption to actually clean up this basement, it would look livable.
Yes, I don't have rabbits running around on the floor, and I don't have live wires dangling from the ceiling.
We could change that if you'd like. I'll come over.
Yeah, so it's pretty great. So yeah, that's why I've been like out of touch, and it meant that I've done really I had plans for my YouTube, and I've not done that much on Instagram, on Twitter, but I am happy, and I'm going to try and re-emerge from my little hole of non-socialness.
Well, that's okay. You need a break sometimes, and I really enjoyed when you were doing your live streams with the artwork that you were doing, like the avatars and stuff.
Yeah, and so I've got plans to pick that up again as well. This is amazing. You're like the best guest on my channel, like running my channel, interviewing me. It's so good. Yeah, so I did the live pixel art avatar stream for Ron's computer channel, and that was really fun. And loads of people told me afterwards that they loved doing it, and that I loved me doing it because it just gave them the confidence to kind of have a little go themselves, which is just really nice, because it's not like I'm trying to show off. I was trying to make it really accessible and be like, hey, look, this is a fun thing you can do with your old crap, and it's not that hard. I was trying to do it as a bit of a basic tutorial, and then I did a follow-up stream that was really basic, where I have a series. I'm trying to do a series of sort of interpretations of Hokusai, the Japanese woodcut artist.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to do his 36 views of Mount Fuji, and I've managed like 4 or 5 over like 5 years. I thought I was going to do like 1 a month. That was really kidding myself. So I did a live stream where we picked the next one for me to do. And I will get around to doing that. And I'm on a Discord with a bunch of other artists.
Oh, cool.
And we egg each other on to get things done. So maybe I'll actually get something done.
That sounds dangerous. I might need to be a part of that, because sometimes I just sit down. I'm like, oh yeah, I could totally. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, you should totally join. It's fun. It's good. They're all people who are like a bit burnt out by like their tech career, and are like have gone to hide in their art a bit.
That sounds dangerously close to a description of myself.
Yeah, hopefully not too burnt out, but yeah, it's good because it's quite cathartic. Everyone can kind of like say stuff there that maybe shouldn't be shared on Twitter, so it's good.
We have a comment here. We have a comment here from Rich's Random Retro Reviews, who says he was very disappointed not to receive one of your B boxes for Christmas.
Rich, I'm sorry. I promised one to like 20 different people.
We'll just cut it up. Just
yeah. I'll actually, I had someone who wanted to make a sort of scale replica of it, and I did loads of measuring of them for them, and I think they got some way to doing it, but then they never finished it. They were going to do 3D models, but I think people have done Raspberry Pi cases that are like,
yeah, I've seen small ones.
Yeah, that would be cool. And I think I've even seen one with the blinking lights, the CPU meter.
Oh, that's cool.
Which would be amazing.
I actually saw one in person at VCF East, an event that happened here in New Jersey in October. And
was it one of these or the other model?
It was the one like you have there. And it was running something. I did some video footage of it when I did the VCF East video. But I was like, I have to take a picture of this for my friend James. I think I even said it in the video, but it was like, I've seen one in person.
They are so sick. So that is another thing. Like, I need to. This is the thing. Like, I've got so much like untapped content. I want to drag them out and
Well,
do
now you
some.
have a place to do it. So
Yeah,
that was
exactly,
step
exactly.
one. Let's reassure you here. That was step one, getting all your crap in one room and getting everything sorted. I mean, you have everything on display. Step two is gonna get the camera out and make an ass out of yourself for the internet. And step
Oh, good
three,
at
you'll
that.
be profit.
Oh yeah, definitely. The money's going to come rolling in. So yeah, so that's what's been happening with me mostly, I think. And in the meantime, of course, it hasn't been hard. For some reason, it's always easy to find the time to scroll eBay and buy yet another thing.
Oh no, let's not get into that. No, we will. We'll have to talk about that because that is.
So,
I just forgot. I have to post. So that's why I'm clicking here. I have to post a link to your thing on my YouTube channel. I forgot I can make posts now. So I'm sorry. Go on about eBay and how much you're a bad influence on me. And I'll
I was
join you
just.
in a moment.
I mean, it's just you don't have time to do any social media, and then you're just like, there's another thing that I could. That's it. And somehow you justify. I think the last thing that arrived was this. Oh, by the way, this is sealed. So we should talk about what we're going to do with
Ooh,
unsealing stuff
see you,
very
see
soon.
me. Yes, I
Yeah.
remember that.
So we can get on our quick cam.
What are the system requirements for that?
We
Let's
can get
not
on
be
our
coy.
quick cams and chat to each other and not bother all this StreamYard rubbish.
Yeah, because we need 160 by 120 resolution video. That's like
Yeah.
2 frames per minute.
Well, let me see the resolution. So here we go. Well, you can do it over a modem, so it can't be too bad. Surely, I can't see the resolutions listed, but right, you'll need the PC requirements, won't you? So because that's what you do now. 486/66 or higher, or Pentium processor. So there you go.
I don't know the difference between a 46 and a Pentium, so I think I'm screwed off the bat. But
You only need 8 megs of RAM, Windows 95, NT, Windows for Workgroups, or Windows 3.1. And it is WinSock compliant. And I know that you're a big expert on WinSock. So
I have wait. I'm taking off a sock. Is this helpful?
let's have a look. Yeah, I think that is a WinSock.
Wait, we'll blow wind into it.
Okay. Yeah, is
So
that
stupid. I'm sorry, James. The socks come off on your channel. This is
sorry. We've now seen foot paraphernalia from both of us.
That's the theme of today's show. Not unboxing software, feet.
We shouldn't, because that's like a whole other.
I mean,
Like,
hey, you want subscribers, James, don't you?
Yeah.
That's
yeah, get on my OnlyFans. So system requirements.
my onlyribbons.com.
So system requirements for the Mac 030, 040, Power Mac. So system 7 or higher. So
Okay.
pretty easy. And Open Transport 1.1 is supported, but you don't have to use it.
Because who really wants to use Open Transport? I mean,
well, no, you have to use it to use stuff with blooming OS 10, don't you? But otherwise, it's all good. And so, yeah, we'll have to get on this when once this gets unsealed.
Yeah,
So,
I might need to share a copy of that, or I have to go to the Macintosh Garden.
I might be able to share a copy with you.
What webcams does it support? Just like the Connectix ones?
I think a bunch. So I think they made it so that you could basically, as long as you had drivers. That's a damn good question. Here we go. Right.
I would assume if your Mac could work with it.
It does not require expensive compression decompression boards. Wow. Okay.
So my Radius Video Vision is out the window then.
Yeah, you don't need that. I can't. It mentions nothing about cameras. I've only got 2. Camera with composite or S video out.
Oh,
so you don't need a quick cam. So in fact, it might not even work with a quick cam. I actually have. Look, I'm running off camera.
He's run away from the stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Away from the stream.
Away from the stream.
Here we go. Look at this.
Oh, nice.
So this, you could buy this with the Pioneer Mac clone.
That is cool.
The MPC GX1, which I have over there.
Yeah, just no deal. You just have it over there. You know?
Yeah, I just have it over there, just sitting. I think I've booted it. I can't remember. But
So
this is really
does that
cool.
flap? Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. So and then so they have it in the adverts. Like I won't rummage around and get the I've got all the brochures for the Pioneer Mac clones. But it's got all like, you know, it's got that kind of typical industrial design on the 90s where like, oh, let's put some nice dots on there and on the front. And then it's in all the brochures and they have it they've got their own Pioneer monitors too, which I don't know what they are. Like, might be Sony Trinitrons rebadged or something.
Yeah.
But when I bought this, I thought, oh, you know, maybe it's got video compression built in, like, or not compression built in, but maybe it's digital serial built in, like the QuickCam. But actually, it's just S video. But it's got can you see that? Is that focusing? It's
Oh, so
got video
serial.
out, but it's also got a serial port for controlling, I think, the focus or something, or the light levels or something. I'm not sure.
We got some more people in the chat.
Oh,
Hey,
look.
Sean of Action Retro, send all of your 30,000 subscribers to James, and he will show you his feet again.
We mustn't. Do not turn my channel into some sort of fetish channel.
You didn't say anything about not doing that before we started.
Okay, that is true. That was not in the contract. You're right.
So do you think that so that camera, you need a Mac with AV inputs somehow, like either on a
Yeah,
PVS card or a NUBUS card?
yeah. And the MPC GX1 was basically a PowerMac 6100. And I think by default it came with the AV card. So you could just plug it straight into the back, like it was almost like standard. So
So
it's
I
like a
wonder
normal
if that
thing.
CUCME will not work with like a serial Connectix cam. It needs like the
That's what I'm
AV
wondering.
input of a Power Mac or a Quadra 840 AV.
Software we're unsealing today, but the way we would find out would be by unsealing it, wouldn't it? I
Yeah,
don't want to do a double unsealing today.
you got to space yourself out, James, or you'll just give it all away and then nobody will come back. I mean,
And talking of which, like, one of my plans for my channels is to basically have a series of unboxing sealed software videos. And I think there's too much of a weird thing around, like, oh, I mustn't take off the shrink wrap. It's got to be perfect because, like, we're not collecting because this stuff is valuable.
no, no.
It's because it's interesting and it's
Yeah.
fun.
And that's the thing, like if you get some software that is that's too close. If you get some software that is not archived and it's sealed, I mean, yeah, it sucks to open it up, but like what's the point of having a disk that's sitting in there? Like the workgroup server system 7.5 disk or whatever that was floating around eBay for the guy wanted like $100. I tried to give him 95 for it, and thankfully he declined because a few weeks later somebody was like, oh yeah, I have that, here's a disk image of it. And it's like, that's what this stuff, it's obsolete, no one's paying for it anymore, no one's selling it really anymore, not officially, you know, eBay or people who add dozens of zeros to things and thinks it's magically worth that price. But you know, you have the software that's sitting there, the discs might not even be readable anymore, and it's just collecting dust, the manual is in there. Like, this is stuff that should be archived to an extent, you know. Even if you're not going to scan every page of the manual, here's the system requirements that nobody knows about because nobody ever bothered to save that. You know?
Exactly. And like, what I want to do is unbox and unseal like on while recording, so we can see what was in there originally. Like, so we
Yeah,
know what came with it. And again, like, it's a bit like, in some ways it's a bit over the top, but like we're already over the top. I mean, look at the rooms we're in. And so like, why not have a historical record of like, okay, here's all the crap that was in the box, like here's what
yeah,
came with it, here's system requirements. And like that, like Macintosh Garden is like one of the best things ever, but
yeah.
you don't always get like, and here's what the box looked like, and here's the whole manual, and here's like all the other bits and pieces that came in here. And there's just fun to that physicality, and then there's also interesting tidbits in there of like, oh, that, like, for example, like you can track the careers of some people, like you can be like, oh, that developer worked on all these other things because you see their name in the manual or whatever. And sometimes like there's a bit of humor from the company writing like introductions, or you learn a bit more about themselves. And I mean, to be honest, like I think I am more of a librarian or archivist than most other sort of like I play all the games and I futz around with all the software and I love all that. And obviously I do my pixel art and all those other things. But like what I really like doing is like getting into the nitty gritty of all the like history of all of this. And like, for example, like it makes me think of I've started reading. I already had so I'm looking there because that's where my books are. I already had Richard Moss's book, the secret of
Oh yeah, I have
Magnetos.
the e-copy of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's the original one on Unbound. And then I for Christmas I got the expanded edition on Bitmap, and I'm basically rereading it because I don't know which bits are new. I'm just reading the whole. I'll just read the whole thing, and it's a great read. And he has gone to the effort of like interviewing all these people and like joining all the dots, and you're like, oh wow, like so that person worked on that thing. So for example, like I think there's a foreword or an appendix written by Craig something or other, who was basically the games evangelist at Apple, but he ended up doing that because he was one of the creators of Spectre. And
Oh
that,
wow.
yeah. So, and I think it's just really interesting
Cool.
watching those people going through their careers, right? And then you're like, oh, so those things are joined together, like those like random bits of software or organizations or whatever are actually the same person, but there's a bunch of those things, and that's why there's that connection all the way through. And I just find that really interesting.
That is super cool.
Yeah, and you don't learn that stuff unless someone like Richard Moss goes and does the homework. You don't learn that stuff unless you read all the magazines,
Of course, yeah.
read all the original manuals, and read all that other crap.
And you would have to know background that this person knows between like who worked here, who worked there, and that stuff. Like 15 years from now, nobody's going to be able to go back and do those traces. People move on from jobs, they pass away, the information is lost.
Yeah.
Just to a similar extent, when I was doing research on the Macintosh clone stuff, Chuck Colby, who was from Colby Systems, who did one of the first or the first IBM compatible clone board, and would later do some Apple stuff. Like this guy was a genius inventor. They apparently, when he passed away a few years ago, there was just an estate sale. Nobody was really archiving this stuff, and somebody got wind of it, and a few of these collectors swooped in and grabbed what they could. And this guy contacted me. I think I found him on Twitter, and he showed me photos of slides that he scanned. There were posters he found, and all of this stuff was like, to me, who was trying to research this stuff, who was interested in these clones. I had like probably 5% of the whole story. And here, this person comes along who was an archivist for this stuff, who was at this estate sale, who knows somebody else, who knew somebody else, who knew somebody else. It's like, here's all of this information that was like a treasure trove. And here it is being delivered from as close to the source as you could get it. And it's like, okay, great. Now I know that this machine was in this year, then this, then this, then this. I mean, without people being librarians of this stuff, I mean, what else, where is this going to end up when I'm 6 feet under? This is cool stuff, and it's just one of those things that I'd love to scan as many of these pages in as I could, because there's a newsletter from System 7's release, and this is May of 1991, and I have done that, and they're on archive.org and all that fun stuff. But I think more people need to do that, because it's one thing of collecting stuff as sort of a museum of nobody could touch this. And then there's one of, here, we're going to archive this so everybody can read that newsletter, or everybody could download this driver or whatever. I do not like making things unobtainium, for mere mortals or whatever you want to say, because that's just silly and it doesn't really help anybody.
Yeah, I think sharing is fun and interesting, because it's just like you can't. Like, we're all a bit curious, right? We also like, what was in the box for X, Y, or Z? You could easily download it on Macintosh Garden.
Yeah.
And then there's kind of also that historical thing we're talking about as well, which is like, well, let's try and piece together the stories behind these things. Like, I love you. I think you dug up someone who worked at UMax as well.
Yeah. I have to get back to emailing them, but yeah, that it's like, these
there
people.
So many stories from Apple, right? But like,
yeah.
What about the cloners?
And that's what's so great, because when I did that clone video that came out, somebody who was working with or in association with Unitron in Brazil reached out to me. The person from UMax reached out to me. So it's like, if you don't put yourself out there, or at least spread what you're trying to do in an article or a video or a blog post or whatever, you lose that interaction of somebody saying, oh, well, actually, here's some more information, or by the way, that was excellent, did you know XYZ? And you're like, what? How did I not know that?
And I think if you putting stuff out publicly, right, those people hear about it and they're like, well, I know something and I'm never going to like publish that. Like, I'm never going to make that public. Like, they don't have time, or they're just not that kind of person, but they've got some amazing piece of archival material. Like, I bet the Unitron person has loads of amazing stories. Like, that is something that almost no one knows very much about, that weird Mac clone. And I think, when you start say stuff on the internet, then those people come out of the woodwork with what they've got, whether it's stuff in their heads, experiences they had, or they've got some amazing materials that they could send you or scan or whatever. And then, you just don't know what's going to come out. And it can really join up the dots. Sorry, people saying, oh, fireworks here.
I thought they were banging on the door demanding to be let into your museum.
There's loads of fireworks.
No, that's just the screensaver. You have After Dark on in the background. That's all.
No, it's actually pyro.
Oh, my apologies. My credibility is just shot down to the bottom.
Pyro was way cooler. And was real fireworks. No, so I think that's the thing, right? It's sort of the jigsaw pieces come together and you get a bigger picture and a better story. And I think it's just really interesting when you fill in those gaps. And so that's what I want to do a bit with the kind of stuff I've got. Like, how many people have played with the B-Box? Not many at all. And like, how many people know that story? Like, only I think like 1,000 of those were made, and a couple of thousand of the other model, the 66 megahertz. So there's like a few thousand B-Boxes that ever existed. And the company, they were never really going to do hardware. Those were developer machines. But like, B-Box sort of B got somewhere and BIOS got somewhere, but then they just didn't quite make it. And I think that is really interesting too. It's a lot like, if you've seen the General Magic movie, I think it's a really interesting story of like, they're going for it again, a really interesting story of like something, a bunch of interesting people coming together and trying to do something really interesting. And again, it was a huge failure, but it spawned all these other things. Like, those people went off, Tony Fadell, who created the iPod, was there. And I've forgotten his name. The founder of eBay was there. Pierre Omidyar was there, and the chap who I really can't remember his name, who started Android, was there, and like a whole bunch of other people who went off and did other really influential big things. They'd all been in the same place and learnt loads of lessons with this huge failure. And I think B is interesting in similar ways, and I think there's a whole bunch of other untold stories floating around that I'd love to hear more about.
Oh yeah, and I mean, just like Rich in the comment section is talking about some stuff from B, so I don't know the individuals he's referring to there, but just like tidbits that you get from other people, it's just insanely valuable to someone like us who's interested in that history. And, whether we're going to do a documentary or a blog post or just a YouTube video about it, I think this stuff is really cool. And it seems to be like it's hip again, like to be interested in technology. There was just a little 20-30-minute documentary on The Verge's YouTube site about Handspring, about, the Palm OS device. I thought that was really cool because I always assumed, because I knew what a Palm Pilot was when I was growing up, and I was dorky enough to ask for one for Christmas. And so I know I had a Palm 3, and I always saw Handspring, but I'm like, how could they have the same thing? Because it's like the same thing, but the same OS, but a different hardware. And, I learned a bunch about that. So I was really excited to learn about that because it was something I had no clue about.
Yeah, there's a really good book where you can learn about it. This is why it's so good having all my crap in one room. Read this. It's really good.
Oh, David Pogue. Okay, Piloting Palm. I'll have to look that up. I'm gonna add that to my list now.
Yeah. So I think I just got this in ABE Books. This was in the library at the University of Salford, and no one ever took it out.
Wow.
Look at that. There's not a single stamp in it. But so I think I might have been the first person to ever read it. I mean, not the book, but this copy.
No, the writer was just typing stuff. He didn't even review it before he sent it out.
It still has the receipt for the library in
Oh
it.
wow, that's cool.
It cost £19.95. There we go.
That's really that's cool. Dot Matrix. There you go.
Yeah, that's a cool printer. Like, what width is that? That's cool, isn't it?
Just as long as it wide as it needs to be. That's all. That's.
I had no idea that was in there, by the way. But this is really good, and again, it's all about the connections of people, like where they come from and where they go next and stuff like that. And the woman who ran Palm, the CEO, was just brilliant and super interesting. And it's super interesting because it's a story of it's just a great startup story, like a team coming together with a vision, and they are trying to really achieve something. And it's got some really good highs and lows, and like stupid stuff from like people with too much money and people just trying to like kind of mess on through. And good.
Boy.
No, it's just really good story. It's a really good story.
Yeah, I mean,
I highly recommend it.
yeah, you mentioned General Magic, and then another
yeah.
documentary which springs to mind is oh, there you go. We'll talk about that in a bit because I'm going to drool. And I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the
Sorry.
there was a documentary, I don't know if you saw, about the Newton.
Oh yeah, Love Notes to Newton.
Yes, yeah.
by
So
Noah.
that's an like that and General Magic I saw sort of back to back, and I thought first off the story shares a lot of the same people and stuff, but I just you mentioning the Palm stuff just made me think of that. So another thing to watch if nobody has seen those.
Yeah,
So,
no, those are both. They're really good. They're really good. And like the problem with Love Notes Newton that I found was that was like I feel like there's loads of amazing stories that like ended up on the editing floor or something, because like there's so many good things. And like the Newton thing went on for so long. Like they were at it from the end of the 80s to the end of the 90s, and there are so many stories that I think we still don't know about,
you
because there's
have
so many prototypes of weird bigger machines they made. There was the whole problem where they were like, are we making a small thing or a big thing? And there was like a whole split in the group, and it was all over the place. And obviously they got spun out into Newton Inc. and then back into Apple.
Yeah. If you buy the documentary on their website, I think it's the Moose Fuel Films website. They have like all these interviews and extras that didn't make it into the film.
Okay, I must have forgotten about that because I definitely tapped it.
I don't know if it would satisfy your craving entirely, but I also know
I need to go and watch all that.
I also follow Noah on social media, and he was teasing if anybody wanted like more outtakes and stuff, and I'm like, yes. How do I consume that? So
that was like the one thing for me. I was like, that was really great, but like I want like twice as much. Something like watching the film, I don't know how I got this feeling, but I was just like, I'm sure there's more to that story, and there's like something else, and
maybe we could have him on OpenTalk.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. We should do that. By the way, if you want a book about Newton, by the way, this is all about the launch. Oh no, not
that's
the wrong one.
That's a good one.
Wrong one.
Wrong one.
I'm just grabbing random books. This one.
I have that too. Defying Gravity.
Yeah, so that's all about them getting up. Like, really, the problem with Newton was it wasn't ready when they released it, and that was a bit of a shame. I think they pushed it out too quickly, and then Newton 2 was like OS 2 was totally ready, and is really good, but they were too late. And also, it never had. This is very controversial because I love Newtons, but and people will hate me for saying this, but like, without a kind of always on the network connectivity, it basically just didn't really have quite a function. And actually, to be honest, I always found it really annoying to write on the screen.
Well, see, that's the thing. It came out, and a lot of people don't realize this, but the same thing happened with the General Magic device.
Yeah,
it came out just before the internet was actually like a mainstream thing.
Yeah,
it was mostly, hey, you could do faxes with it, and you could do this newfangled thing called electronic email if you attach it to a computer. Because the Newton, if I'm recalling correctly, the Newton 2.0 piece of software, and then there was updates to the originals. That was really like how you got online with communication cards and stuff like that. But out of the box, you couldn't really do much with the internet. There was the promise of like, hey, this is coming. But like, if I have a strong, thought that if the Newton launched probably like instead of 92, 93, if it launched like 94, 95, it would have been completely different, because the internet would have been there. You would have had these services like AT&T and these other places who would know, okay, that's what there's going to be internet, access from devices, maybe not cellular, but from dial up and stuff like that. And I mean, so much has changed. Who knows that if the Newton and the General Magic stuff hadn't started and then fallen, that maybe the groundwork wouldn't have been laid for other things. But it's sort of frustrating and sad to watch those documentaries and be like, oh, this is so cool. This is what the future, was promising us, and then wait until like 2007 when the iPhone comes out,
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff needed to fall into place. Like, incidentally, like this is the last General Magic device. This was this is called the Data Rover. It was made by printer people. They're like an OEM manufacturer, like I think OKI or someone like that.
They Oki Data. Yeah, they had.
Yeah, I think it's them. Or
they made printers.
It's someone like them. I can't remember. Sorry, it definitely begins with an O, but I think it is them. This is the only General Magic device that was actually got the General Magic logo on it. And
oh, that's cool.
Wait, where is it? There we go. Is that focusing? I can't tell.
I love because it's a little rabbit coming out of a hat.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Well, you would love that. And then and it even says like on the back like General Magic Inc. is like the manufacturer, but the point was that it was an OS that they were building and then just licensing to other people. So they had like a whole bunch of manufacturers signed up, like Sony did really nice called Magic Link.
Oh yeah, I saw some of those on Instagram.
Very nice. You want to get the second model because it's got backlight. And there was a bunch of other ones licensed basically, and that was kind of the point. But then I think just things went so bad that they were like, when they did their newer OS with better stuff in it, basically they were like, we need to like put our own thing out there.
Yeah.
But this is so this is the last one. But like, yeah, I mean, your internet connectivity is this port here, which is it's just an RJ. Oh, whoa! It's just an RJ45.
Oh wow! Is that Ethernet or just phone?
Yeah, it's just so you just get a phone cable.
Oh, so RJ11. Okay, yeah.
Sorry, RJ11. Sorry, RJ11.
How dare you mix up your standardizations of telephony?
They'll throw me out of IEEE or whoever it is that defines that standard.
No, I used to work for them. You don't want to deal with them.
Okay. Oh God. Right. Okay. I won't do that. I'll leave. I'll leave them. No one ever joined. It's okay. Everything's fine. I'm not an engineer. So yeah. I mean, and this machine is just like kind of like. I mean, it doesn't look. Jonathan Ive did not design this. He designed. What did he? He did the message pad 120 and 130. I think. He did not do this. This is like your janky like ports all the way around, typical like 90s device. But it does have, and this is like a nice cute connection for me. Like, can you see what that says about?
Oh yeah, the what is it? PC card?
No, sorry, this one.
Oh, the Magic port, Magic Bus.
Yeah, so Magic Bus. Who else had a Magic Bus? Can you remember? Some people who were at Apple, and then they founded. They're basically okay. So, Andy Hertzfeld.
Okay.
One of the founders of Radius, and one of the founders of General Magic, and Radius have a Magic Bus too.
That's right. I have the card for the freaking Macintosh SE.
Yeah. So Magic Bus and Magic Bus. So again, like a little city connection. And the interesting thing about the Magic Bus, this one. Sorry, we're going so off topic here.
That's okay.
This is what happens when you and I hang out. There's the Magic Bus, and I can't remember where I read this. So, warning, citation needed. But I'm pretty sure that this Magic Bus, the protocol or the hardware standard or both, I don't know, became the foundation of USB. Like that. Yeah.
That's cool.
So that might be complete rubbish, but I read that somewhere.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, I read it somewhere ages ago, and I might have just made it up in my head now. But I believe that to be true. So anyway, right, okay.
So
Steve, how are you?
I'm surviving. I don't know how.
You're just talking about me all the time.
It is your show, but
that's true.
It's been a year. I just happen to have some notes here because I just did sort of like a roundup of my channel and review. So I had a bunch of things that I don't know, like stuff happens, then you forget about it until you start to think back about these things. And so, I mean, I did sort of a little video that I'll be releasing that's about like the top 10 things I picked up and all this stuff. But I mean, this year was just a whirlwind of stuff, just personally, and then with the channel and enthusiastic stuff with computers of, you know, going out to meet people and collaborating with them, like the Computer Clan. That was a heck of a lot of fun. The VCF Midwest event, my goodness, that was fun. VCF East, which was much closer to home, that was a lot of fun. Just meeting people that you meet online, you never meet in person. So, you know, I was able to meet, you know, friends like Sean of Action Retro in person. My friend Mike, we would hang out once in a while for Mike's Mac Shack. And, you know, I was on the Retro Maccast podcast. There was all these things that were just like happening all at once. And to be quite honest, it was like overwhelming at times. It's like, okay, hold on. Like, I'm not used to doing so much. I'm used to sitting in my basement and stabbing a soldering iron at something until it works. Like that was my speed.
I was so envious of the VCF stuff you went to, because like when I was a teenager, my brother would take me to these ham radio events where they basically they were like swap meets. So it was all like ham radio, but also they had loads of audio gear and hi-fi gear, but then they also would have computers. And so yeah, I went to one when I was like 15 or 16. I bought 2 Apple II GSs with everything for like £5.
Oh wow.
Mid-90s, when everyone was trying to get rid of this rubbish. And
I'm currently using one as a stand.
Very good. And like now I have no idea, besides like car boot sales, I have no idea what I would go to find that kind of stuff. Like, and you would find computers in like thrift stores here even like 15 years ago, but now nothing. And like we've got nothing like VCF here that I know of. There are computer meetups, but I don't know if they do swap meet stuff. And I always see like Kansas Fest, and I always see VCF stuff, and there's like rooms with tables of computers where it's like $10, and I'm like, what? And they all look, you know, and there's loads of people you can talk to, and like you don't have to have a weird like eBay seller messaging thing to communicate.
They are very expensive events, but they are so I mean, like, just like not expensive because like they're asking for crazy amounts of money. It's expensive because everything is affordable, and you're like, well, I'll have one of these, I'll have one of these, I'll have one of these, I'll have 2 of those.
You were like, I've picked up a couple of iMacs, and you were like in Illinois or somewhere. And
and I had no idea how I was going to get them home. Thank you, Ron, for holding on to them. But oh my goodness.
I was like, what is Steve doing?
And see, Adam in the chat here is one step above me, because he's like, yeah, I'll just ship it home. And I'm like, well, that I should have thought of that. You know, he walked all the way the boatload of stuff. He was the smart cookie there.
You're going to have to like fly there and drive back in a U-Haul.
I think that's honestly what the tentative plan is for VCF Midwest, because I mean, I want to bring like duplicates of stuff that I have that I want to find good homes maybe there. I say that now, but who knows if I'm actually going to do that. But like, you know, the exciting bit is like, you know, going to one of these events that's because it's always PCs. It's never like Apple. Okay. But VCF Midwest, there was a good amount of Apple stuff. And in the video I did on YouTube, there was a segment where, and this is true, this is how it happened. Me and my friend Ryan were walking around, and there was a box, and on the box was a cover. And so it's a table full of stuff people are rummaging through, but nobody lifted up the top of this box. So I lifted it up, and inside were at least 5 Mac Plus mice, some with packaging on them, a bunch of AAUI Ethernet adapters, a bunch of local talk connectors, a bunch of ADB mice, probably a dozen of them, bunch of wires and connectors and serial cables and all this stuff. And I was like I want this box, but the seller wasn't there.
You know how everyone has that like rat's nest of like awful cable boxes? That's like the rat's nest that you want to find.
Yes.
That's like the treasure trove rat's nest.
Yes. Because I'm like, I have one of these mice that work. I'd love like another one. And so there was this whole box, and me and my friend just waited like hawks until the seller returned. And then we're like, how much for the box? How much for the box? And the guy's probably like, what the hell are you guys on? Like, this is all Apple crap. Like, what do you want this for? And so I think I paid like $50 for the entire box. I mean, one of those Mac Plus mice could easily go for that.
Totally worth it.
And I gave
Yeah.
Adam, an Ethernet transceiver, I think. And I didn't need all this stuff, and I couldn't fit it all into my luggage, so I was passing out cables here and there. But it was just one of those things. Like, that is what those events get me most excited about, because there's always going to be a box of like random crap where you're like, it's here. That's what I've been looking for. And like at VCF East, there was a power CD base and the remote. Like, come on. Like, I have a power CD that didn't have the base and the remote. So I'm like, this is freaking perfect. Like, how did I stumble upon this?
See, this is it. It's always like that. There's sort of serendipity. I like,
it's
so
dangerous.
I wish there were events like that here, but there have been a few times where like someone has selling off like a boatload of stuff, and I'll never. And I know we've talked about this on Open Talks before, but I'll never forget the time where I went to an Apple center. It was like the son of a bloke who'd run an Apple center, and they'd done Apple repairs and stuff, and so and they'd done part exchanges as well. And they and because they did part exchanges, they just had loads of computers that were like a bit broken or not really broken at all. Like, and it was just unbelievable. And there was like box after box. Like, this was 2 or 3 shipping containers full of Macs and monitors and accessories. And there was just like a box of mice, and I got my first Lisa mouse in there, and I paid like a few pounds for it. And actually, when I bought a pair of Lisa 2s, that's one of them, and I fixed them both. And
that's just one of them.
Yeah, I passed the other one on to a collector for like a very reasonable price, a much less than market. And I just gave him the Lisa mouse too, because I was like, I could sell this for a lot of money on eBay, but to be honest, I paid like nothing for this, so I just don't feel like it's okay to try. Like, I could be like, this will be another £500, but I was like, dude, you need this mouse. It's the mouse that goes with your computer. Just take it.
Yeah.
But now I'm always like, oh, I could have 2 Lisa mice, but like, what's the point? What am I gonna do
that's
with
the
it?
thing. Yeah, like if you have a part that is known for failure or known for being hard to get working or whatever, yeah, you need some spares. But if like you have this wire is holding it down. If you have like pretend this is a rare mouse, it's not. But if you had like a billion of these, what are you gonna do with them? Might as well give them to people who need them.
I can only use 2. Actually, maybe I could use 4 mice at the same time with my feet as well.
No, if you have that mouse yoke thing, you could use like your elbow.
The yoke. The mouse yoke.
I have to play around with mine because I got that donated, and I have to play around with that.
Okay, I totally forgot that you'd got yourself a mouse yoke as well. That's
yeah.
Okay, so we have to do one of these where we've each got Flight Simulator up, and we've got our yokes, and we're like,
it'll be a shafting experience.
No, don't.
The amount of innuendo and puns that we did on that stream, James, I thought I was just gonna pass out because I was laughing too hard.
Has it got an explicit label on it, or is it?
No, I think YouTube is just like, these people are crazy. We won't even monetize or look at this stream. It's fine.
Oh, right. Okay, we should do something else crazy.
Yes,
it winds up a lot of people. Do you want to start?
Sure. So let's talk about what we're gonna do first, and then and then we'll get into it because I have to get up and go get the thing. But we're gonna be
more organized. I've got my thing here.
Mine is there. I know where it is. I just can't reach it. My arms aren't long enough.
Who should go first? Because I was gonna do like. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. I've got a story to go alongside it.
Okay. Well, since
this
this was your idea, why don't you introduce the folks about what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna step over there and grab the thing, and then I'll rejoin you in like 2 minutes.
Do you think anyone can tell that we didn't rehearse anything?
No, this is our presentation style. It's all planned.
Okay. Yeah, this is actually scripted like this.
Yeah, hold on. Where's the pages of the script that I have here? Here we have to hold on. It's there it is. We're on page 73. Keep going.
Right. Let me find the drawer mine's in.
I'll be right back.
So like I said earlier in the show, like, what I'm going to do is a series of videos where I unbox sealed software. I've just picked up a whole bunch of sealed software over the years, and really the great thing about that is that if it's sealed, we know that when we open it up, we're going to find all the things that were in there. So like the brochures, the flyers, the manuals, the original discs. You always get like a little addendum where they're like, send off and we'll send you version 1.1 that doesn't have the bugs in 1.0. And so, and like rebates and all sorts of, and sometimes you get little catalogs and all sorts of other crap. And you can look at the original box and hold it. And it's, I think it's just really fun to have that experience of what it was like back then, getting some software home from the store. And so, and there are a lot of people who don't like removing shrink wrap. I think it's a certain type of collector, and I think they want things to stay pristine. I can sort of understand that in some ways, but for me, this is about really experiencing the fun and the joy and the sort of historical interest of these objects, and to really like feel the sort of stories that they've got. And I think, if I put it on video, we can all enjoy it together. And to be honest, like the downside of leaving the shrink wrap on, as you'll see from a lot of the things that I unbox, is that the shrink wrap actually starts to like crush the box over time. I don't know what happens, but basically the shrink wrap keeps shrinking. And so actually, if I just left it, it would destroy the box anyway, eventually. And it all starts to sort of rip apart as well. So I've got loads of software on my shelves over here. Let's have a look. There you go. This is a bit unprofessional, but look, that's some of my software. That's most of it. Quite a lot of it is not unboxed, and so might as well get it open and have a little look inside. And I think that will just be really fun. And then we can talk about it and share stories of it. And I'll share stories about. I think I've got a story about pretty much everything I own, and I think it's just fun to talk about that. And I want people to join me on my channel, so you can subscribe if you want and to see all of this, and then come and join me and we'll talk about all my crap, and we'll talk about the stories that we all have about different bits of software. I think we've all got memories of software, whether we bought it or whether we borrowed it, and I think I think that's just what makes this really fun. So without any more wittering, I think we're going to get on, and Steve came on. Thank you, Steve, for coming on here to basically help me get this series going. And so this is the first one. So, and the fun thing is that we're going to do like I don't know how you call it, like a collaborative unboxing or a dual unboxing.
Yeah, I got something in the shrink wrap here. So,
okay, so
and it's not on Macintosh Garden. So we are doing this for a good cause. We're uploading this stuff. I mean, we got to do it. You got to do it.
Cool. That's great. Yeah. So when I archive stuff, I always share on Twitter that I've done it. But there's no, that's just not as fun and interactive. I think in this way, we can all sort of do it together. And I think that's what makes it really fun. Like, let's look at the box. Let's go through it together. Let's rip off the shrink wrap together. Let's get inside. Let's see what crap came with it. Let's see what, read the message that says, actually, this page in the manual is incorrect. Don't hit this button.
How dare you read this? Yeah.
Yeah, and I love all that stuff. And so we're going to do that together. And Steve, I'd love you to start and be the very first unboxing, unsealing on my channel.
So this will be Committing Sins Against Collectors, Volume 1.
Yeah. Don't tell them.
Don't watch, guys. This is going to be...
If you're into grading, look away now.
Right, this will be the thumbnail.
It works with fingers, right?
Sure.
Okay.
That's virtual cameras.
Yeah, I'm on my new Oculus.
So that's why your background looks so lifelike. That's
right. So when did this arrive?
This was probably only a few months ago.
Okay. And why did you pick it up? What is it, and why did you pick it up?
So this is, we had a conversation about this, I think.
Oh, I'd forgotten about this.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited.
So there's a floppy version of this, but this I think is the CD-ROM version.
Marginally less.
Oh no, this is the floppy version. There was a CD-ROM version already, but this is sort of like an at ease or a launcher type piece of software. And I'm gonna. It's already a square, like beat up a little bit. I'm gonna try and open them from the bottom because I love these stupid stickers at the top. I mean,
Rich is really worried that we're gonna just rip off the shrink wrap.
No. We're gonna be very careful. Trust me, my OCD will not allow me to hurt
this is somewhere where I think I just don't care because I'm throwing away.
No, see,
Okay,
I have a medical grade scalpel.
Whoa.
We're gonna go.
Do I need to get one of those to do this properly?
Well, put your hammer away.
I've got this.
Oh, there you go. You're good.
Okay.
You're good. No, yeah.
It's
So
really blunt. Anyway, sorry. So
we're off to a great start. So
let's explore the box.
This is by Edmark Software. This is called Kid's Desk, or is it? Yeah. Oh, Kid Desk. Sorry. But look at the stickers on this. You got like,
whoa, so many
first
awards.
off, the price of $31.94 is at the price tag at the top, and then we have Oppenheim Toy Portfolio Best Software for Kids Award.
Oh, yeah, actually, I don't buy software unless they recommend
it. You must have a very small collection of software. Then we have the National Parenting Gold Award from 1993. Then we have the 1993 Parents' Choice Award. I just like the
parents love it.
The artistic detail on these stickers is. I'll have to scan this in.
What is that? I can't.
It's like, let me see if I could do the manual focus on this camera. But it's like a very artistic like rendering of like a lady and these kids. Hold on, let me see if I could.
That is odd.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It's like sort of Renaissance art. There's loads of kids.
Yeah, she has a lot. I mean, for the Parenting Choice Award, she's got experience, I guess. So.
Yeah, she must be exhausted. How's she got the time to give out awards for software?
Well, you just give the software to the kids and they teach themselves.
Oh,
so, you know
point.
what?
Good point.
There's another sticker. Now, these stickers are all on the box itself. They're not on the shrink wrap except for the price tag. And then we have Child's Best Software by Child Magazine. And yeah, it's not the size of the software collection that matters. It's what he does with it that counts. Oh, well, it's a good thing we weren't monetized because we wouldn't be anymore. And someone picked this up at Goodwill for $1.99. And
probably how much did you pay on eBay?
I think I spent $10 or $20 on it. I don't think it was too much. But the system here's more winners of the thing, of what they won. The system requirements dates.
Will this run on your PCs that you?
No, absolutely not.
Sorry.
Thank goodness. But I just noticed something on the system requirements, and I'm excited. You'll see why. So this is for Macintosh Plus or higher. It's for system 607 or higher. You need 1 meg for black and white screens, 2 megs for color screens if you're on system 6. If you're on system 7, you need 2 megabytes of memory for a black and white screen or 4 megabytes for color, and you need a hard disk. But here's where it gets cool. The optional stuff, a microphone and a printer. Have you ever heard of a touch window?
Oh, yeah. There's a company called Micro Touch, and they did touch screens for Macs, and I've been trying to find. I know someone who has one for an SE30.
Well, now you know another person who has one. I have two different ones. They are overlays. They're big, and I have one for an Apple II series, and I have one for a Macintosh.
You keep sending secrets from me, Steve.
They're over
friends.
There's been too much cool crap. We'll have to do an unboxing of that because it's sealed.
Whoa.
It's
sealed.
Oh my god! It's sealed. I'll get it after we open this. I'll show you. I'm not bluffing.
Okay, and then you can do an unboxing on my channel.
Now we know why that I have to undo and unbox this because it's compatible with the damn touch window. This is live.
Whoa!
All right, so let's carefully open up the shrink wrap of the bottom.
Basically, with Kid Desk and a touch window, you don't need an iPad anymore.
And get this massive CRT monitor and this huge machine that must be plugged into the wall. And who needs multi-touch?
Let me see if I can figure out how it works. I'm going to simulate it, right? So you would have this, and then you're like this, right? And you're just, I guess the only problem is you'd be tethered like this, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you need a spaghetti of cables.
Yeah, you need like a really long extension lead if you're.
Oh, I love it.
It becomes really difficult with your touch window iPad alternative.
Yeah. All right, let's see if anything is in here because that would be very disappointing if there was not. So, are you ready, James?
I am excited and ready.
I'm making the incision just below the flap here.
Oh.
This is a medical grade scalpel, so I do have to be careful, even though there's a lot of flux on it.
Steve, you're not wearing your Macintosh scrubs. Seriously.
If you would just buy them for me, we wouldn't have this problem.
I'm sorry, I'm not very good at supplying the correct equipment. We had a big problem with PPE in this country, Metin.
We did too, don't worry.
Yeah, okay, so that's the problem. We're just gonna have to make do without.
All right, I am now doing the side flaps here. I feel like that scene in Independence Day where they're opening up the alien. All right, we need some cheesy script writers to help us out. All right,
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You are my script writer, my very cheesy script writer.
Now, what this always trips me up. There are these like little flaps, like here, like on the corner. I always end up like pulling and breaking it. So I have stop saying flaps. Folded piece of paper. I don't know.
What's the problem that Rich has with people saying flaps?
I don't know. I think he's allergic. We should say flaps more just to make him angrier.
I mean,
what are you gonna do? Unsubscribe? No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I've only got 91 subscribers. Don't unsubscribe.
So I place a tool under the flap, and then I need to
be careful when you're cutting so close to those flaps.
Yeah, and then I have to I'm gonna pry a tool in here to bend the flap so it goes like there we go. So now that could come up without me bending it.
Steve, that is pro level flap cutting. Did you just go to medical school?
No.
Wow.
I know that the world is missing out.
This is incredible.
Let's not stab myself here.
Yeah, don't do that.
You said don't do it, and then I'm all wobbly.
It's all right. I fell off a ladder today.
Oh, that's why.
I wasn't trying to unbox software.
All right,
taking the Christmas decorator. Wow. Oh! Can I ask why you opened the bottom? I'm curious.
Because the top is too close to the stickers.
Oh, and you want
I can make a lot of jokes about that, but I'm not going.
Are the stickers on the shrink wrap or are they on the inside?
They're on the inside, but if I ever have to photograph this, nobody's gonna look at the bottom anyway.
Okay. Here's a big consideration. Like stickers on shrink wrap are kind of a bummer because then you lose the great stickers.
Oh, I just fold up the stickers and put them in the box because I'm a weirdo. But all right, so
why did I not think of that? Sorry.
We have a piece of cardboard here.
Should we be talking about what Kid Desk is?
No, we'll figure it out.
All
right. Comes with this. So that's
Rich knows a lot about unboxing. Professionals open from the bottom, so when you have it on the shelf, it still looks unopened. Thank God that we're doing this first stream and that Steve started. Is this part of the unboxing?
James, you've been hacking in with a hammer and a shovel, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing.
So these are the layers.
Once I've opened it, I have to look through the cardboard insert. That's the first step. I didn't know that either.
You're learning so much. You'll be a pro by lunchtime.
Okay, and then what else have we got here?
All right, so we have a stack of things. I don't know if the order of this stuff is important, but the diskette is on the front, on the top.
I like your use of the word diskette. Very professional.
Of course. I mean, do you expect anything less from the guy who stabbed himself with soldering irons? We have a manual, which is quite thick. We have a pamphlet, Early Learning to Bring Early Learning to Life from Edmark. This is like a pamphlet of a software catalog. And then we have a software registration card that's telling us to send this in.
Why do we need to do that?
Well,
I guess a dog.
They let go of their dog at the mailbox to register this.
Look, I'm not a dog owner, but I know that is a bad idea.
You're not supposed to do that. Do not listen to this.
Wait, and that's a kid posting the registration. So
that kid he did not learn enough. He did not learn enough from Edmund software to just let his dog go.
And also, are they saying that the child is meant to register the software? Is that
these are questions that we just simply don't know the answer to.
We're gonna have to read the whole manual, Steve.
But
live on air.
You could get a special quote unquote thank you and receive a free copy of The Parent's Guide to Educational Software for Young Children by registering.
So again, why would the kids send off for that? Like, that's for the parents.
Because
like,
the parent guilted the child into doing so.
Oh, actually, to be honest, I take my son to the post box all the time, but I go with him. I don't send him with the dog. I don't own a dog, but I don't send him with the dog.
The dog is the one watching the child.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna. Oh, actually, all right. This company I'm familiar with. I didn't know it by the name, but I have a few of these products.
Okay,
so,
what have you got? What? Oh,
so
yeah,
this is Edmark, and I'm not going to go through everything because I'll probably scan this in. But where's the camera? There it is.
Thinking Things.
Yep, Thinking Things. And then we have. I never played Book House or Math House, but I've heard of them. I played Sammy's Science House, which is is somewhere. Oh, we have another one to look out for, the family edition of Kid Desk.
Okay. Now I'm excited. Set up those safe searches immediately.
So we have available for DOS, Mac, and Windows. So there are 3 versions of this. Let's see what the difference between this is. Oh, okay. So Kid Desk is for DOS and Mac, but this one is for Windows. So we don't care. We don't care that much about it.
Well, I don't know, Steve. You're turning into a bit of a PC guy.
It's a phase, I promise you. Don't worry. So Kid Desk Family Edition features electronic mail, 13-month calendar for when 12 months isn't enough, address card file, voicemail, and a notepad and a working calculator. I like how they said that, a working calculator. No, we're just going to put a fake calculator in there because that's easier to program.
We're just going to put a picture of a calculator on there to mess with you.
Kids love math. All right, and then we have the back with a bunch of it has the prices. This is interesting. It has a suggested retail price of
the sticker award was $40, right?
The sticker said what is it? We still have it on there. $31.95 US dollars. And so Kid Desk for Macintosh, here we go. The suggested retail price is $39.95.
Whoa, you got an $8 discount.
Now the school edition, which I don't know what the heck the difference is $54.95. Unless they gave you like multiple licenses or something. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
But that's that. And then we have the manual, which is lovely. Is there stuff inside of here? Yes, there's the addendum that you were talking about.
Yes!
That's
so, no manual is complete without an addendum.
So we have a whole story, and then this addendum says Kid Desk 1.1 update.
Yeah, now that is what I'm here for. This is the content I'm here for.
And then corrections. I mean, this is what you need in your life, obviously. So this says the new updated version of this is the new upgraded version of Kid Desk. Some new features on your disk are not documented in the guide. This includes password protected desks, secure auto start of the adult section of Kid Desk. Whoa, adult section.
Do not go there. Not that. Like no more feet, Steve.
You can't stop me. We have document access options, disk eject options, and application options, and 16 color support. And some of these are for System 7 only. And then there's how to control these features from the adult section. It's addendum to the manual. And let's see how many pages this thing is. It's all black and white. There's some nice illustrations in here.
Yeah, look at that. That looks nice.
Not going to go through the whole thing, but the people behind the desk, that's cool.
Oh, okay, that is awesome. Now that's what I want in every manual.
Yeah.
I love it when there's a photo or a picture. That's even better though.
Yeah, and so this is a 37-page manual. We have a 90-day warranty, so I should take advantage of that. And put that to the side. And we have our addendum that's going to go in the first page here. And then last but not least is the disc, which is sealed. I'm sorry, diskette. There's no version number markings on this. So it's good that, it told us that this was version 1.1.
Yeah.
But it's a not a high density disk. So this is an 800K floppy.
Well, it works on a plus, right? So there you go.
So yeah, that makes sense. And I have a Quadro right over there, but that has a questionable floppy drive, but we will archive this today.
Do we know? So okay, I've got a couple of things. I'm going to grab 2 boxes.
Oh, you're going to upstage me now. I see how it is.
Right, because we got some stuff to talk about here. Problem is, I don't know where the second box is. Where's the second box?
How dare you be so organized?
I know.
I like Rich's idea of bingo cards. That's excellent.
I know, Rich. Can you make that for us?
Yeah. Do you want to make out the bingo cards?
Awesome. Don't forget the bit where you have to look through the insert. Yeah, I can't find the other important thing I wanted to show. Oh, yeah, there it is. I've got it. Right. So the reason that I was excited about Kid Desk when Steve, I can't remember which of us found it. One of us found it and told the other one about it.
We are a horrible influence on each other because James at like, granted, this is like 2 a.m. my time, which sometimes I'm up until at like 2 a.m. He'll just send me like a boxed Macintosh clone with shipping to within the United States only and be like, oh, look at this, Steve. And I'm like, why are you showing me this? I'm already in depth up to my eyeballs. And here's something that's just too tempting to pass up.
Yeah, we should start like a podcast called The Enablers or something.
That's what this is. That's what this just turns into.
Enablers. There's somebody using eBay Enablers podcast already, to be honest. And now I want to hear it. I'm signing up. I'm subscribing now. Wait, let me go and find that. So the reason I was excited about Kid Desk is because I love the idea of companies thinking that like the Macintosh Finder isn't good enough and they need to like improve it in some way and provide an alternative. And there's like actually a bunch of these. And I think that Kid Desk is probably one of them. And I think Kid Desk is probably basically the same idea as our friend at Ease.
Yeah, I mean, but by looking at the screenshot of this, it has like a calendar and a bunch of stuff. So
yeah, and
I don't know.
The other thing, actually, to take things way back, like I need to find a screenshot. I need to find a picture on the internet. Can I Google this?
Yes, you can. You can do whatever you feel like, James.
Okay. It's my channel, isn't it? I can do whatever I want.
You do that. I'm gonna go grab the touch window.
Okay, so we just both leave. We're both like, bye.
Bye.
I'm busy Googling. Steve is busy finding something. So what
everyone go have a pee break.
Yeah, no, don't. It's fine. I've got something to show you. So basically, what the Kid Desk makes me think of, besides things like maybe Microsoft Bob or other things where people are trying to like make computing easy, is that General Magic's interface for Magic Cap, which is their OS. I'm trying to get a picture right now of what it looked like. Okay, look, it's somewhere here. Where's the picture? Why can't Google just give me the picture? Here we go. Here's the picture. So I'm going to share this window. But basically, people just kept being like, oh, the desktop metaphor isn't like desktopy enough or something. I don't really know. I don't really get it. But basically, this is the General Magic sort of attempt. This is, I don't know why it's on the Adafruit website, but whatever, who cares? So here we go. I'm going to add this in. There we go. So yeah, so that is what the General Magic desktop looked like.
Oh,
and the General Magic, yeah, and the General Magic OS was so bizarre. They like they tried to, even though it was like ex-Macintosh people, but I guess it was ex-Macintosh engineers in Bill Atkinson and Andy Hertzfeld. So they weren't exactly user interface people, although they did both think a lot about the user. But they were like, how do we make an OS that's like really simple and easy to use for the Magic Cap? And they basically made it everything in as rooms and buildings. So when you start the OS, this is what you get. You get this like little desktop.
You start out in the parking lot, and then you have to find your way to the building.
Yeah, you commute to your device.
Get lamp. Yeah.
Yeah. No, so basically this is your desktop, and you can see, I don't know if I can do a cursor on this, but basically I can just, I mean, it's not very much to look at it. Yep, Susan Kerr works on it too. Yep, thanks Eric, you're right.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And then so basically you've got all these devices on your desktop and stuff, and each thing is a different thing. So the clock is, guess what? A clock.
Really?
In and out. So in and out is basically like emails and stuff like that. But like on Newton OS, they didn't really feel like they had an inbox and outbox, but the only thing that was like kind of, I guess, like a metaphor was just the icon was just like a picture of an inbox, and then otherwise it was just like, let's just do the interface like an interface with a list of things. But yeah, and then the filing cabinet, I think you can like make cards inside that. And so, oh no, sorry, that's the thing on the table. You don't
okay.
that's where it looks like a postcard. When you tap on it, you actually get a little postcard, and you can put like stamps on it, and some of them are animated. You can have like a cat running, and
So that's the emojis of
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, no, it totally was. And then and obviously there's a Rolodex for contacts and all the stuff. So that's what like Kid Desk makes me think of, is totally that one. And yeah, the Magic App, I'll have to stream somehow, figure out how to stream Magic Cap.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that. That'll be
I'm
fun.
pretty sure that you can install it on Windows. They tried
okay.
to sell it as a Windows product for a while, so we could probably stream from Windows machine, and you're the expert there. So I don't know why. I can't stop ripping you for it. I don't know why. I want to call you Steve Presario.
Hold on, the PC is calling. Yes?
His name's actually Steve Presario. You should get... What I want is that T-shirt you're wearing. I want it to actually say like Presario and Aptiva and ThinkPad 2 or something like that.
That shirt would be burned before.
Yeah, I'm going to make that for you.
Why did you send it as a triple XL? Yeah.
So yeah. So and then of course at ease, the way they did it was they had like
it was basically the launcher on steroids.
Yeah, and you have folder with buttons, right? And that was just that you didn't get like fun stuff like calculators and stuff. But then the other thing, this is like a pro version of like at ease or Kid Desk called Arc Workspace. And this, let me hold this up. So like you had like a kind of room with filing. Is that focusing? It's not focusing.
There it goes. Yeah.
There we go. So that is a room with like filing cabinets and drawers and things, and you basically put projects in them that are basically folders, and you can have different files for different projects. I tried to use it, and it just hurt my head. I think they thought that because we think visually and spatially, that if your stuff is in a space like that, it would be easier to find stuff. But it just doesn't work that well, and it just did my head in. And maybe I'm just so used to the standard desktop metaphor that I just felt lost in it. But there's a bunch of these things, and so I'd never seen Kid Desk before, and I was like, "Oh my god, Steve, this looks awesome!"
Well, speaking of Kid Desk, I didn't know Edmark made this, but let me.
So they're involved in that as well.
Let me make this big.
This is not the Microtouch thing.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay, so Edmark made this. Maybe Microtouch made it for them.
I don't know.
I only knew about the Microtouch.
So this is the Apple II version, I think. Yeah, this is for the Apple II.
Oh yeah.
And so we have a serial number of G1311 and a lot number of 0296. These are handwritten, so that tells you how many they made of these things. But on the back, so this is what the front looks like. I'm sorry, I'm not centered, so it's driving me crazy. There we go. And then we have the back here. And what's neat about this is you have it's basically like a touch window thing that you put over your monitor. And then it says an ideal tool for students, blah 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 blah. So this is the Apple II one, keep in mind. And the box is open. But this is the Macintosh one.
Okay, I'm so jealous.
And it looks identical except for
the sticker.
The sticker.
Oh man. Okay, so can you use Mac Paint with it, or like can you do? Is it just presumably it's just doing XY coordinates and that's the cursor instead of the mouse?
Yeah, I mean there's a picture of a person using a pen, but I'm guessing it's just for a point, like it would be for a point. But let's see. It says attaches easily, works with most software, and it's funny. The box mentions Macintosh and Windows, and this box mentions Macintosh Windows. So they only used one box for a cost-saving measure. The sticker is what tells you the system. This is a bit beat up, but it is sealed. But it just says naturally point and touch to a monitor, select words and pictures, or move. It says move objects. So quickly attaches, see-through, touch-sensitive surface, scratch resistance.
It's a bit vague. What? Oh, but it goes
1998. So this was late.
So
even though it has the Apple II, it's 1998.
How close to the screen is that going to be? Like
it attaches onto it. Look at that. Edmark is an IBM company.
Whoa. Okay, interesting. They must have got acquired.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this over here. Let's take a look at the other one. I'm curious if that has. No, yeah, this is an older one. So
oh yeah, look at that. So do you know if it's serial or ADB or?
That one is ADB. This is 1985. Holy crap!
Yeah, so
the time span, and they're using the same exact damn boxes.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, this must be serial. Let's take a look at what, if you don't mind.
But, no, that's fine. Please go ahead.
So let's move the camera point slightly down. There we go. So we get adhesive bits to Velcro it to your monitor. We have a pen of some kind. I don't know why, but it's touch window branded.
That might be could that be the touchscreen pen? Like
maybe we have a README first. This is all in a package, so I guess it's complete. But we have a manual for the Apple II series, and we have a disc. It looks like
a diskette.
A diskette. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Master Touch.
Whoa, yeah. That's. I mean, I only call you that on text messages.
Oh, we're gonna get into trouble. On my phone. We're gonna get into trouble. And then this is I guess what goes over the monitor, and this has a serial connection there.
Okay, interesting.
So I'm assuming the Macintosh one is the exact same thing, but with the ADB port.
So I think interesting. I think the MicroTouch one can get closer to your monitor, and I think it works on plastic Mac. So I think you kind of integrated it a bit more, but interesting.
I think I've seen pictures of that one, but I don't have it. So I have a Mac SE with the Velcro on it, where somebody might have put one of those.
Oh, wow!
I'm just curious what else is in this bag, because we're here. We have README first for the Apple II series, and what's the second page? Apple II software compatible with Touch Window. There you go.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool.
So there's a bunch of stuff there. This has to be scanned in, obviously. It pays to send us this card. Enter for our monthly drawing worth of $100 of software. So we have more things to. They want you,
isn't it? All these registrations we've got to send in.
It's gonna take up all my stamps.
Also, why has that one not got the kid and the dog delivering? Where's the kid and the dog gone?
I think they realized the kid doesn't have enough money. So we have a touch window manual, and then a master touch manual. This must be an interface. Look at that.
Whoa.
So they must have like
your expense manager with no.
They must have. Oh, you could build your own interface because it says images and stuff. So this is version 2 of the software, it says on the manual.
So you boot into that?
I don't know.
Steve, I've got to admit, I don't know how Apple IIs work.
I'm using one as a a height adjustment for my laptop. So I think we're on the same level.
I think Apple IIs were like this really like hipster monitor stand like brand. That's all I know.
Oh God, the Apple II people are gonna hate us.
Sorry, Apple II people.
Yeah, so this is telling us of how to format discs and stuff like that. So I guess maybe this was like here. Let me just read what this is, because it's gonna drive me nuts. 1989 is the copyright date on this piece of software. Master Touch 1 software is designed for use with the touch window. It's simple to use. Just follow your instincts and touch your way through applications. You will be amazed at how much you can do without having to remember complex commands and keystroke combinations. So the main menu gives you 6 programs to choose from. Touch Writer, a simple word processor. Touch Graphics, a picture graphics creator. That will be fun. Expense Account Manager, because what kid doesn't want that? Bishop's Square, a challenging puzzle. Touch Checkers, and Touch Window Test.
Is
So
bishop square like chess where you only have 2 bishops? And that's it?
probably that's probably like they couldn't get the programmers to do the whole chess, so they're just like, this is what we got. I'm
We
sorry.
can only program diagonals. Sorry. But and I'm also imagining like the word processor. Like, is there like an on-screen keyboard and you're like tap?
Probably. I think a screenshot showed it. We'll have to play around with. Now that I didn't realize that Edmark was the same people behind Kid Desk. Now I have a perfect opportunity to play around with the touch window with some great software.
It's gonna be amazing.
So this is what dreams are made out of. And maybe in a future sinning against collectors episode from you, we'll unbox the sealed one.
That would be awesome. I need to give like an actual name to the unboxing so everyone knows.
Or I'll just come up with a horrible name for it. So you better think of a good one.
Oh no. Okay. All right. Well, we'll figure it out. Right. Okay. It's my turn. Thank you for that. And I think we did a fantastic job of digressing. So that was good.
That's what we do here. So
I'm gonna have to rename my channel. Digressions. eBay enablers and tech digressions.
Hey, there's a lot of support groups out there. We'll just continue to ignore them. That's all.
I do need a support group for all sorts of reasons. So unboxathon. Oh, I like it, Rich. So I am going to unbox something because I chose this thing because I'm excited about it right now because I thought this bit of software was just shareware. And then it popped up on eBay a few weeks ago in a box. And I literally thought it was just shareware. And I don't even know how I got it. It must have been like a magazine cover disc of some kind. So the game is... I've got it here. I'll show it to you. This has the most hideous box art of any box art I've ever seen.
And that's saying something.
This is... I mean, look at that. Let's go for golf.
By Maxsoft.
Yeah, by Maxsoft. And it's basically Crazy Golf. And you can like build. Here's some screenshots.
Like a miniature golf type thing.
This must have cost like $10 to get this designed.
You'd be surprised.
You can build courses there. So you can play a bunch of courses, and they're basically like puzzles. But then also had a thing where you could build courses, and I think that's why I basically spent loads of time in this. And the graphics are not good. And the sound effects are limited. But
most importantly, what are the system requirements?
Oh yeah, sorry, let me get to those. So a quote on the side of the box just caught my eye. I can't say enough about how great this game is.
Or how much they paid me to write this quote.
That's from Inside Mac Games. That's just like the most generic quote ever. Do you think Maxsoft just had that quote once and they just stuck it on all their games?
Wait, read that quote again.
I can't say enough about how great this game is. It's just like a lame quote. It has nothing to do with the vehicle. So right, are there system requirements? There are no system requirements, but it is Power Mac compatible and System 7 compatible.
Oh, okay.
You can see down.
Ooh.
Focus.
We could use our mind to think what it says.
Okay, yeah, just pretend that's less blurry. So, a license from Varcon Systems Inc. from the Varcon Game Collection. And Maxsoft is part of the WizardWorks group, apparently. Oh, I found system requirements. They were written, they look like they were part of the address at the bottom, so I didn't see them.
That's a long address.
Yeah, so any Macintosh with at least 4 megs of RAM and System 605 or later. So they got us going there, didn't they? At the beginning.
They did.
4 megs of RAM, man. Like, well, I'm not made of money.
You have to max out that Mac Plus to really take advantage of it.
Yeah, so here we go. There's some more details about that.
Oh, no.
I mean, you should mention that. Works with color or black and white computers. Great. Oh. But the Mac Plus version includes 5 courses. Okay, great, 5 courses. But all other versions include all 15. You are shortchanged. That's not a Macintosh Plus. That's a Macintosh Minus.
That's Macintosh Minus Unboxing Channel starring James of Hypertalking fame.
I just unbox software that can't run properly on a Macintosh Plus. That's the theme.
I have a copy of Lotus 123 for Windows. Is that capable?
Yeah,
of...
that would work. We can do that. They also repeat the amazing quote on the front.
They had to get their money's worth from that bribe.
And it's on both sides. So okay. And then
so you're really not doing the world a favor by unboxing this. This is counterproductive to our culture and society.
Yeah, because this is we don't want this to exist, really.
Is that on Macintosh Garden at all?
Yes, it is. They've got version 2, 3.11, and 3.10, I think.
Does that say on the box what it is, or no?
No, there's no version number on here. It's not in the address, so it's not on here. I want to show you something important as well. To all those people that think you should keep the shrink wrap on forever, this shrink wrap, this is like hard as a drum, and it is, you can't really see. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, the bowing of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is crushing the box. That is crushing the box. So I'm just gonna. Oh look, someone's ripped the price label off there. And
they didn't want to show their significant other of how much they wasted on this game.
Yeah, I'm like, it is a good game, but like, it's not the. Oh wait a second, there's another quote on the back. This one's better. Inside Mac Games again. I think you might be right about them being paid. Despite 2 great golf simulations recently released, this is the golf game I've been waiting for. This is not PGA Tour golf. This is a top-down view crazy golf.
Oh my god. Well, hey, maybe you have a different version that's not archived elsewhere.
That would be great. Sorry, and then the point of the thing I'm missing, the obvious thing, the gopher. Oh, the gopher.
There he is.
I must forget. So the gopher is a thing that adds extra interest or challenge to the game. So the gopher like randomly pops up. So obviously you're trying to putt it down the green. And the gopher will just pop up and do something to it. Problem is, I haven't played this since the mid-90s quickly I'm going to share. I paid the shareware fee for this, so I clearly thought it was good in some way. I can't say enough about how great this game is. And that's why I paid.
So it was you who worked at that company.
Yeah. So here's the I sent off a check. Can you see that? Is this oh no, I need to start the check. There we go. So here is the letter that I got back from the developer when I just thought it was shareware.
Oh wow.
So this is Bob Mancarella or Mansarella, I don't know. From B&B Software. What's interesting is there's no mention of B&B Software anywhere on the box or Bob. But yeah, look, dear James, thank you very much for ordering Gopher Golf. And what's interesting is he's done it as one word, and they do it on 2 on this box. So
obviously, it's not a legitimate situation here. They have no idea what they're doing. Amateurs.
Yeah, I'm going to have to update the Wikipedia article. It's very important. I hope you enjoy it. To register your software, select Register from the Game menu in Gopher Golf. Type in the following name and serial number exactly. If you have any questions, so he's interesting. They're doing paragraphs there. There's no lines.
No, yeah.
What's that all about?
That button was broken on his typewriter.
Yeah, that must be it. If you have any questions, suggestions, or problems, feel free to contact me. Happy putting. I like that. That's a nice touch.
I'm going to end all of my letters with happy putting.
Yeah.
Especially the business ones.
And I'm going to do it on my texts now as well.
Get a text from you at 3 a.m. Happy putting.
Yeah. And if anyone wants to use that registration number, it won't work because I've blurred out my surname there. So sorry about that.
I think there's one on Macintosh Garden, I think.
Yeah, so you'll be fine. It'll be fine. And otherwise, just get Surface Serials, and I'm sure Surface Serials covered one of the greatest golfing games ever.
Because they could not say enough about the game.
They couldn't say enough about how great it is. So that's the actual letter, which I've had to share a photo of because I've lost the flipping letter. Luckily, I took a photo of it. So there we go. That's that. So now we're going to unbox. Yes, make me big, Steve. Thank you. Right.
There's only so much I could do within my power, James.
I know. It's good. I would feel inadequate otherwise. So we're going to save this box from being crushed.
And that's something that happens with records and laser discs too. Like the shrink wrap will actually mess with the packaging. So I have some very rare laser discs that are sealed, and it's like I have to take the shrink wrap off because it's just going to damage them.
Are they rare because all the other copies got thrown in a dumpster?
They are rare because you asked for it. They are squeeze discs. So this was when standard definition was 4:3 televisions, and I think Toshiba came out with a 16:9 television. But since everything was proprietary, this Laserdisc was widescreen, but instead of having the black bars at the top and the bottom, it stretched the picture like this. So everybody looks tall. But if you're watching it on a widescreen monitor like the Toshiba one, it actually did not look horrible. So I have the 4 promotional movies that were released in the United States: Free Willy, Grumpy Old Men, Unforgiven, and whatever the hell the other one is.
Any of those good films?
I don't know, but I watched Free Willy because it was already unsealed. Oh, and The Fugitive. That's a good film. It has
that is a good film. I feel like you're trying to turn my video into a tech moan video.
I wish. You already told me before the stream that is a no-go. So I'll...
You should... No, I'm fine with that. But you're going to have to put that content on your channel because you're the one who likes going off piece. You call yourself Mac84 and you're all like Presario this, Aptiva that, Laserdisc this. Okay, I have some Laserdiscs, but at least the Apple ones. Okay,
you're lucky this Presario is so like wedged behind here. Oh God, it's so dense. It's so dense. I'm cursing your stream.
Stop it. Get out! Get out! Right, Rich, this is specially for you. No one's going to care about this.
There were no stickers.
And it was crushed. Oh, no one has touched this box since it was manufactured. The cardboard.
What does yours smell like?
Has it got a smell?
Wait, this is prime YouTube content right here.
Yeah. Is that? Am I meant to do it like this?
Mine smells pretty good. I don't know about yours.
Why doesn't it smell of anything?
Mine smells like old paper and dust.
No, I want that. I would pay for that.
Be careful what you wish for. Someone's going to send you a candle.
Wait. What was it? Musty old paper and dust. I'm so up for that candle. Right, let's look inside. Let's do it. Okay, so I've never thought about the flipping those little bits.
Yeah, see the problem with that is like if you just open from the center, it's gonna bend everything. And Go for golf, who the hell cares?
Here we go. I'm gonna try and do it carefully. And I get to show off my shirt that I love.
Look at that.
Look at this Popper
as well. Look at this handsome man with his shirt. Official Apple shirt.
Genuine merchandise, straight out the catalog. Right, okay, I'm gonna open it without doubt. Why do they?
I know.
I think I've.
It doesn't matter. The gopher.
I did it!
Yay!
I did it right. Okay, and we've got one of these things. These are nifty, where you have like a little cardboard tray. I like this with a finger hole. So here we go. I'll make sure that everyone. I don't want anyone to miss out on the beginning of this. Look at all that cardboard.
That's to make the box feel heavier.
Yeah, I feel like I really got my money's worth with this. Right, okay, and then this is nifty. I've not seen this before. This is cool. Like it's got these tabs to keep this all closed.
Look at
that. Like, you have to release the tab. That's like proper cardboard engineering there.
That is more than this game deserves.
Yeah, it really. I suspect that Microsoft might have had a generic box design.
Just maybe.
I'm sorry, Go for Golf. And Bob Mancarella, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
you put a lot of effort into Go for Golf.
I mean, B&B just stands for bold boxes. So
here we go. Right. Okay. I think got a tab there as well.
I think you go the other way.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. What have we got here?
Ooh, an ad. Ooh.
Audible software for your Macintosh.
Right, you really need to get a scanner. Everybody just shame James for not getting a scanner. He has so much cool stuff.
I do have a scanner, but it's an Apple One scanner, so it only scans.
Oh, okay. All right. I was about to say, you've been lying to me this whole time.
No, it's Apple One scanner. It's
We'll need to send you an Apple One color scanner.
So yeah, no, it's not color. So there's the front, and then the back. We've got some fun things you might recognize.
Ooh.
So
Font pack.
Sky Shadow and Crystal Quest, both by a British guy, Patrick. Surname, I've forgotten his surname, but he's from the Isle of Wight in the UK.
That's awesome.
And Sky Shadow is really, really hard to play, and Crystal Quest is just awesome, isn't it? And I have a boxed Crystal Quest that I got this year, which I was very pleased about.
Ooh.
And that might be sealed.
While you unbox it, I have to see if there's something over here. One moment.
Right. Okay. So on the front, we've got the gopher from Gopher Golf for some reason. And then let's have a look inside. So we've got photo maker. We got loads of crap in here. Software Vault 4000. What's in that? 250 accelerating games. But is this for Mac? This is for Mac. 1500 useful utilities. Okay, so this is great. Software Vault has over 4,000 different programs and files. And with its easy-to-use librarian, you can quickly locate the programs you want. The librarian even includes an online description of every shareware program on the disk. So it's like Macintosh Garden, except on a disk. Amazing. So yeah, 250 accelerating games, 1,500 useful utilities, 230 great educational programs for all ages, dozens of Power Mac utilities and applications, huge variety of home applications, tons of cool fonts, graphics, and sounds, and much, much more. So yeah, and then we've got Image Fonts 3000, desktop labels. That's pretty good. Create any kind of label, barcode, or mailing.
Ooh.
Clippables Gold. We've got some clip art stuff.
So do you regret the Gopher Golf purchase? You could have purchased one of these other fine,
lovely other great stuff.
I think I actually have the font pack up there.
oh. But the Mac Arcade pack I keep seeing on eBay, and I'm just holding back because I'm like, I think it's probably only worth like $2.
I have the box, and it's over on the other side of the basement. But I have the box, so you don't need it. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. And then we've got Macintosh Game Pack, which has Diamonds, Jewel Box, and Sparks in it. Games I've not heard of, but one of them won Macworld Magazine's Arcade Game of the Year in 1993.
There you go.
Casino Game Pack, Solitaire Game Pack, Troubled Souls, and of course, Gopher Golf. Shall we see what they say?
Yes.
Let's have a look. The golf game Mac fans can't stop playing.
Only Mac fans.
In my case, that was true. I can't say enough about how great this game is. Say inside Mac Games. They've got it everywhere, that quote. 15 courses and course editor. Suggested retail, $29.99. But your price, $24.99. They are B boxes, JCS. There's two of them. Go for golf, blah, blah, blah. Play alone or set up your own tournament to play against up to 3 friends, Steve. We can play against each other.
All right. I mean, I'm not doing anything for the next 8 hours.
Either I've got to go to bed soon.
I'd be dreaming of Gopher Golf.
Oh, I see. So the box version, I think, is being updated with new graphics, sounds, and loads of brand new courses. Oh. Okay, that's exciting. Either way, there's hours of fun ahead for you playing Gopher Golf. And then we got like a bunch of other things. Blackjack Macintosh, a thing called Strategic Leap, which I've never heard of. It's checkers plus a whole lot more. You can cast magic spells, place bombs.
Wait, that turned into Checkers Deluxe. I have Checkers Deluxe.
You can play it over AppleTalk networks.
Wait. Where's this
one here?
Strategic Leap. Is that chess or checkers? It's hard to
say. Checkers.
See, I have a game by Microsoft called Checkers Deluxe, and I'm pretty sure they just renamed it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess no one knew what Strategic Leap was. Whereas they know what checkers is. It kind of has a bit more like mindshare. And then there's an Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Collector's Edition CD-ROM. And then we've got some classics. Oh, I can't hold things up to the camera. Sorry. There we go. Classic games there. Crystal Quest, Sky Shadow, Mission Starlight.
Oh, yeah. Strategic Leap was renamed to Checkers Deluxe. There we go. Macintosh Garden confirms it.
You are all over this. Arena by our favorite John Calhoun of Glider fame.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure he did that too, right?
See, we are educational. We are teaching and learning. This is a great educational stream.
So I would love Arena boxed. I would love that. Would be amazing. I love Arena. And then we got loads of educational stuff and some more games. And for some reason, we've got those games again. So we already did. I don't know why. Oh, Checkers Deluxe is here as well.
Yeah. So what the
That's
heck?
so weird. They've got two. Oh, I don't understand.
Maybe there was a printing error. They just
So
kept
that's the
reprinting.
catalog. And then we have got the manual.
Ooh.
I can't say enough about how great this game is.
It's there again. Oh God.
There it is. That quote. You got a lot of mileage out of that.
Yeah, they are.
So where is Bob Mancarella or Mancarella? Okay, so we've got system requirements. We know them already. We're gonna need 600k of free memory for black and white and 1400 for 256.
That's going to be a stretch.
Get in your get info and edit those preferred.
Now I am just on the edge of my seat, waiting to see what version is of the diskette you have.
I want to find out. Here's about putting hazards. The gopher. The gopher is a pesky rodent that pops up randomly on the course. If you hit the gopher, one stroke is taken off your score. If your ball rolls into a gopher hole, you get a 1-stroke penalty. This can only happen if the gopher is no longer in the hole. You can control how often the gopher pops up and how long he stays up by selecting the gopher menu item in the game menu.
Oh, thank goodness.
So, and there's an editor. There's most of the manual is actually about how to use the editor. Water objects are special. They, along with slopes, are the only objects that can overlap each other. Well, there we go. Oh, you can put castles in. Pyramids. Which is windmills. Pretty good. Yeah. No mention of Bob at all. I'm not happy about that.
Maybe Bob is the gopher.
Yeah, maybe. I just feel bad about Bob. And then we've got a diskette.
What version?
Look at that. Can you see what version that is?
207. And that is.
And they made a version 3. So
that
clearly people were buying it.
That is actually already archived, thankfully. But that is the compatible with System 6 version. Apparently, 3.10 is only System 7 and up.
Oh, wow. They must have added some like amazing features like publish and subscribe or some other System 7 only features. you could sync it with ClarisWorks.
They added OpenTalk support. That's
something important like that. And then I don't have to pay postage to send in my registration.
Look at that. Unless are you outside of the US though? That might be a problem.
Oh, good point. Completing this card will ensure you receive technical support as well as update offers on the product you purchase.
So use your Apple scanner, scan that into me, and I will post it for you for a small charge.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to have to get you to do that. No postage necessary if mailed in the United States. Man, I can put a stamp on it. So,
Bob is going to get that and go, what the hell is this?
I feel like they've cut Bob out of the picture. I'm a bit worried about Bob here. He sent me such a nice letter. Happy putting.
And he's like,
Yeah. What's happened to him? So should we have a go at playing some Gopher Golf before I go to bed?
You should. And after that, I want to tease something for potentially your next stream. So there you go.
Whoa. Okay. And this is my channel. I don't even know what that is.
I'll just say we've talked about it before, and it's something that is sealed.
Whoa. Okay, here we go. Sheep shaver coming at you. Here we go. Right. So here we are, sheep shaver. Great icon. Just want to point that out straight away. And look, this is actually version 3.10. But look, we've got the correct camel casing there. It's not 2 words.
There you go. Oh, so this is when you downloaded. This is not the
I downloaded this. I should have downloaded 2.07, but I didn't know because I hadn't unsealed the box yet.
See, this is what happens. We're fine. Don't worry.
I should have unsealed it before the unsealing. So let's check. Look, there's Bob. Yes.
See, he lives.
He at least is credited in the get info. So 94 to 98. I'm pretty sure I paid the shower fee in 94 or 95.
Does your letter have a date?
No, there's no date on it. It's so mysterious. I know. Bummer. I was annoyed about that.
Bob is a mysterious person.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's not where you set the. Let's just check we've got enough memory. So it's like, oh, good. Okay, fine. We're going to be okay. I read the manual, although this isn't the right version, I know. So let's check. This is the Macintosh Garden download. We've got 15 courses, just like in the box.
Look at that 13-inch PowerBook, 9-inch.
This is mentioned in the manual. They do different courses for different screen sizes. So because of course you're on a big road trip for your, I don't know, who are you working for in the 90s that buys you a PowerBook?
Yeah, you're working for James Incorporated.
Yeah, James Incorporated. And like we've got loads of important clients all over the US, and you're getting into the private jet that we have for our top executives.
Of course, because
and we've got you, I don't know, it's probably 1995, 90. Okay, no, this is 98, isn't it? So we bought you a PowerBook 1400.
Yeah, you got a top of the line PowerBook.
5300 maybe. What do you reckon? 5300. Wait, what's 98?
You probably got a Kenga.
Oh, have we got as far as G3 PowerBooks by then?
Maybe they have a prototype. They bought you a prototype.
They bought me. Let me get it. Oh yeah. This is actually a Pismo prototype that they sent me because I'm that important.
Yeah, yours is much better than mine.
Look at that screen.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
Are we playing 3-player Go for Golf while I'm on the private jet right now?
That's just an accident waiting to happen.
So right, okay, let's get on with this. How do we are like the most prattling people in the universe.
Prattle on. That's the name of your series. Prattle
right.
on.
So we've got MMC Mecca and we've got this serial number. Okay, we don't need to register right now because it will run. I think it will run without. Let's find out. Oh, 8-bit color. Yes, please. Oh man!
The gopher got you.
Yeah. So the best thing about that is that I ran this before our stream and it was completely fine.
Sure it was.
So what's happened is basically Go for Golf knew that we'd invented something called YouTube since then, and it knew to screw me over. But you can see that I've got all the best system extensions installed.
Maybe you need to change the color before you launch it.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you know what I did? I changed the screen size. I bet it hated that.
It hates everything.
Right, 8-bit color. Let's of course call it something different from what it says in the
Of course. Oh, and I hate that. Like when you get like a piece of software that's made for Windows and Mac, it'll be like, oh, do this. And like, I have to know what I'm doing. Come on.
I mean, yeah. Go and edit your registry. Look at that castle in 3D. Ah. Wait a second. Let me look at it through my Oculus. Oh, I can put right in. Oculus is on. Wait, or is it this way around? I never get it the right way around.
Wait. Where are your? Oh, I see. You're going like this. That's too complicated for me.
Well, I got the updated Oculus. Right. So, it's
Wait,
really
I have a VR headset here. Hold on.
Okay, sweet. Oh yeah. Wow, yours is way cooler than mine.
Mine also gives you eye cancer.
Oh, version 1 always did that. So copyright 1994. Bob Manser. What did they do to this text?
You can't even read it. It's terrible.
No. Can I just point out how great this is? This background has been made with the standard Photoshop clouds filter.
I love it.
That is so.
And is Go for Golf? It's not separated by a space.
No. Again, camel cased ones.
Come on, man.
What were these people doing? It's because they wanted to get it as big as possible on the box, didn't they? Go for Golf. If it had been one word, they would have had to make it like much. It would have been much.
It would have been, and then they would have had to make the gopher bigger.
Yeah, they could have. That would have been okay.
Although, all right, this is going to be a contest. You're going to have a contest of who can make a better box art. There you go.
Yeah. Somebody please improve. I should get Dana to do it.
Oh, that would be great.
I'm going to tweet at her. Sort this box out.
And she's going to be like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Why are you tweeting a gopher at me? Okay, right. Click the mouse to continue. I don't think this has been rendered with 3D software. This is like 2.5D, isn't it?
Are you sure this is better than going to sleep?
Wait, who's asking that? Oh no, Rich has gone. Bye, Rich.
He had enough.
Yeah.
See you, Rich. Thanks for joining.
So, do we need to fill out the form? No, it's okay. But look, what's interesting is we're still going to B&B software, even though it's Microsoft. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but is that Microsoft phone number? And What's going on here?
Maybe Maxoff was only the publisher, so
Oh.
they're. Oh, and POBox.com.
Yeah. Steve, can you hit up the website, please?
Oh yeah, we're going to POBox.com.
I'm sure that's still gonna be there, right?
And then / is that a tilde?
Yeah, that's a tilde. You gotta have a tilde. That's how users were always on. How users always had a folder on a web server.
Oh, page not found.
Oh man.
Wait,
Does POBox.com still exist? It must do. That sounds like an expensive.
I'm going to archive.org. And I'm scrolling back to the year 1998.
So I'm pretty sure that I paid the $15, right? It was $15. I only need the registration number, but would you have gone for the disc as well, or would you have been happy just with the red number?
Oh, I probably would have just cheaped out and just gone for the registration number.
You and me are birds of a feather.
Unfortunately, all the hits on the 1999 version of the website and the 2000 and the 1998 all go to pages that are redirects. We have a July 2001 one. Let me click on that. Nope, that doesn't work either.
Okay, here's an alternative. Is this too creepy? Can you look up on Google Maps 96 Highland Street, Portsmouth, New Hampshire?
All right.
Have you got the? Can you see the address clearly?
Yes.
Why do we do this? Why am I not just playing the game for everyone?
Because this is more exciting. There's an unknown aspect to this.
This is what I do when I'm on my own as well. I'm like, oh, I've run out of time. It's dinner, and I can never play the game.
All right, I'm gonna share my screen.
Oh yeah, do it.
Let's go.
Can you take over?
Yeah, I can do that.
Sweet.
Oh, I have to wait. I have to hold on.
I'll stop sharing. No, I'm stopping anyway.
Okay. And then I have to just share the window so people don't get an infinity effect.
Yeah, don't share the screen of us.
All right, here it is.
Okay.
It's a nice house.
Ooh. And so that's where Gopher Golf was made, I think.
You could see the gophers.
Oh yeah, look at that. Wait, how come they've got like 2 steps and 2 doorways? Is that 90?
It's like a duplex type.
Okay, so it's like
condo, whatever.
Like that.
Now we don't know where the gopher was created, or maybe they were in this tree.
I think gophers live in the ground, don't they?
Sure, there it is in the dirt there.
There we go. And is Bob still living there?
That's Bob, we found a squirrel.
Whoa, there it is. Just like the box up. I know it is a squirrel. It's a squirrel. Damn it.
We can't neither confirm nor deny if that was a squirrel. We don't have enough information.
That's true. We're not nature people. We're computer nerds.
We're indoor people.
We're indoor people. Right. I'm not going to register. I already registered like 20 years ago. Like
so just hit cancel.
I registered like 25 years ago. That's insane. Okay. I think we should start with course 1. It looks like it's one of the few courses that runs on a plus.
Hey, Ken, thanks for stopping by. Where's my squirrel? There's my squirrel. See, he saw the squirrel.
Shout out to everyone on 512 by 342. Sorry, guys. But
don't worry, we're wrapping this up soon. We're apologizing in advance for Gopher Golf.
It's the best game. Player 2 is Steve. Player 1, James.
Don't you drag me into this.
Ken, are you joining in?
Yeah, put Ken in. He needs to find the squirrel. Probably not, but just add him in.
Sean, you're playing. Sorry, guys. Next up, James. Right. So, whoa, look at this. This is complicated. I'm going to ignore this bit here because it's making me feel stressed out. Ignore that. But what I do like is that our names are vertical.
Oh, yeah. It just looks cool.
Wait a second.
Are you trying to resize it?
No, okay, right. Okay. Look at this. It's using the power of Macintosh.
Wow.
To position the putter. Is that what it's called? Club? Golf club.
Putter. Yeah, sure.
Whatever. The thing.
We're clearly golf people.
The black line. Okay,
imagine us on a golf course. All right, you want to take your black line and move your cursor to the left side of the ball. And then click and drag.
How many people are going to join my live streams in the future, Steve?
I mean, we had up to 11 people watching. So I think, out of the millions of people in the population, I think you'll do all right.
Okay, that's good. That's good. There's enough people who don't have anything good to do with their time.
Was that as vague enough of an answer as you were hoping for?
No, I'm competing with like Netflix and stuff right now. Like
Nah, it's
people could
fine.
be watching Squid Game.
No, this is more entertaining because you got gophers.
Okay, so I have played Crazy Golf. In fact, I played it at my work Christmas party about a few weeks ago. I'm pretty sure that I have to get this blue thing, which I'm guessing is a ball, into this thing that looks like a plug hole. Like,
It's a bathtub hole, yes.
okay, so I need to get it into the bathtub hole, and that's how I win.
So
And
in the United States, we call this miniature golf instead
miniature
of
golf.
crazy golf. So that's something I learned just now by talking to you.
Okay, so we also call it like mini golf sometimes, but
Okay.
crazy golf makes golf sound like it might be interesting. And then with mini golf just sounds like it's smaller and still boring.
We're off to a great start.
Golf is the worst. Golf is played by people who are responsible for making this planet burn. And that's
Wow, the accusations flying on this channel.
I mean, I think if you work at Shell and etc., you have to basically it's probably compulsory to play golf, right?
To just make yourself feel better for ruining the earth.
Yeah, their version of nature is like a golf course. That is just heinous.
Devoid of all gophers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they probably kill gophers on their golf courses, right? So this brick wall, I can't tell. Is that a side view or a top view?
It might be both.
Wait a second, let me check. We need to put our Oculus on.
It looks worse.
Yeah. Okay. It is both. I am in the metaverse, right? Oh, I promised myself I'd never say that. Okay, and then
so many rules are being broken.
Are these shrubs or bushes or trees?
I mean, look, that looks like a medical problem. I wouldn't touch that until you put some ointment on it.
I think that's top down. So I'm going with this is a badly built brick wall where this is a top-down view of the wall, but someone has built it side on.
I think this is the most anyone has ever critically thought about this game. Bob had no idea that 30 years later, we'd be picking this apart.
Steve, I'm doing what you do at the beginning of golf commentary, which is talk about the course.
We've got a nice 8-bit color array on this screen.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Sheep Shaver.
So this course, main challenge of this U-shaped course is that we've got a slope down, and then I think that's a slope up there. But even checking through my Oculus Rift, I am not completely sure. So
I'm not either.
So I'm not reading. I know I've got a manual here. This is going to seem churlish of me. I've got the manual. I'm not going to read it.
I'm glad you're going first. I'm just going to say that.
Okay, and I'm just going to guess that it's clicking and holding for like the power of my swing.
Let's try it.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go. Sorry, I'm just going to describe my shot. I'm going to go with a straight bounce off here, and into the hole, and you're going to see that
all in one.
Yeah, it's just going to happen. There's not going to be any issues. I was the one but worst person at my work crazy golf competition.
Oh,
it was a down slope.
It's an upslope, not a downslope.
That is so annoying. Did you hear the sound effects?
Yeah.
It was good, wasn't it?
So how do we know whose turn it is now?
It's still me.
Okay.
I'm frustrated now. I'm just going to tell you that. I'm sharing my reaction. Okay, so I think that was up. Was that up as well?
That looks, I don't know.
They were both up. This is so unfair. So I'm going to use a bit more power. Too much power.
Oh, so close.
Oh, man! Okay. Do you know what, Steve? I've just realized I'm going to completely change my channel. It's just going to be Go for Golf streams from now on.
I mean, the sky's the limit.
Yes!
There you go. Next up. All right, so I'm gonna tell you exactly where to put my cursor.
Okay, I like how you've got a nice your pink ball is lovely. Right,
well,
where's your cursor going?
So I want you to do maximum power as much as you can.
Okay. Am I letting go?
Yes.
Sweet. You did better than my first shot.
Yeah.
Right. Where do you want me to aim?
Yeah, just aim towards the bucket of whatever that is, and use your own discretion.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, you done messed it all up.
Anyone enjoying the game so far?
I'm now in the.
Oh, I've ruined it for you.
That's it. This stream's over. That's where it goes.
Okay. I'm giving up. But look, and then you basically have. I think we can just skip courses. So this is like a little castle.
Then why play at all?
Yeah, and look, there's a lovely bit of gardening, flowers, stuff over there. And
That's
the sound
awful
effects are
noise.
really delightful.
Yeah, your ears are just. Ooh.
Horrible.
Oh my goodness! Is somebody scraping the head of a hard drive? Like what is?
Yeah.
What is?
Okay, here we go. Well, I thought I was gonna...
You ended up worse than from where you started.
This isn't me. This is your shot, Steve. I don't know why you're blaming me. Right. Okay. Next course. I'm just going to take us through the courses. So you basically, I think, yeah, I'm a bit confused. I think. Oh, so this is course 1, and then these are, what would you call these different?
Wait, go back to number 2.
Yeah, so course 1, but that's number 2 something. I don't know what number 2 what. Green?
Go. That's weird. Yeah, I have no idea.
So, and then there's a.
We obviously should read a manual, but
whatever.
Who has time for that?
So I think I was meant to go through that tube, but I couldn't get it. And then this one, there's like a hole, and it comes out. Can you see that? There's like 20 pixels there.
Very, very.
Oh no! Look at
that.
But it's okay. We can use.
You gotta hide your name, though.
No,
you gotta hide your name.
I'll just use the I'll just use this one in here. It's in here.
That's right, because yours is actually for a different version too. So who knows?
Look, I've still got the golf cart.
System hacks.
This is so good.
Well, it even let you copy and paste.
I get the custom cursor. I'm so happy. But I'm not going to be able to switch.
Oh, wait. You know what I could do? Through the magic of YouTube, I could rewind.
Right.
Okay. It's MP, as in message pad, -35430.
Sweet.
See, this is the type of executive understanding that only I can bring to the table.
Basically, this is why I need to be chaperoned on every YouTube stream.
This is a job interview. I don't know what the job is, but I'm interviewing right now.
Yes, right.
Look at you go.
Look at that. Now, if only that had been an actual scoring hole.
You could edit it in YouTube and nobody would know the difference.
Yes. Ken is up.
All right, Ken.
I think he's gone already. He just came in. He just came in to tell us about squirrels.
He came in. It's like, what the hell is this? No more squirrels? I'm out of here.
Yeah. Okay, so this is, they've put it on a hill. I remember this one being quite annoying. I am actually remembering these now, which is mad because this is like 25 years ago for me.
I mean, you got to remember something.
I remember something, and it's the worst. I mean, it's not the worst game. Sorry, I can't say enough about how great this game is.
That's the name of this stream. I can't say enough about how great this stream is.
No one is going to subscribe to my channel, Steve.
That's what Data needs to do. She needs to make a box art version of your YouTube channel.
What? And been here for over an hour.
There he is. There he is. Excellent. Well, I'm glad, Ken, that we are providing some sort of moral support. Holy crap, Ken! Look at that. Great job,
Ken. You did a great shot. Right, Sean's up. Sean's definitely left by now. He's got like a G4 put inside a PowerBook 100 or something.
He's blowing dust out of his tam, so I don't feel too sorry for him.
He's blowing dust out of his tam. That sounds like weird sexual innuendo.
The type of innuendo you could only find here on Hypertalking.
Why does anyone want a TAM? Sean, you need to tell us. Oh, I know, because you're going to put a blooming. You're going to do something silly with a TAM, aren't you? There are silly. I am aware that you can do very silly things with TAMs. TAM. I've used a TAM once. If someone gave me one, I'd be fine with it, but I'm never going to pay like $1,000.
The same. I feel. Hey! Good job, Sean. Yeah, I feel the same exact way. Like if one were to fall into my lap, and there is currently an email thread going on where someone is trying to set me up with one, but it's that sort of thing. Like if it falls into my lap, great. I'm not going to actively hunt for one because it doesn't appeal to me as much as like a Mac portable or this G3 all-in-one molar Mac thing, which is a lovely monstrosity.
But the Mono Mac is like the absolute last thing I'd ever want to own.
I'm scratching its chin, so it's a good boy.
I want to see. I want to see one in person just to see the most. I mean, it is the. I mean,
James, when this madness is all over, and if you could survive walking down the steps of my basement, you are welcome. Well,
sorry,
I just have to leave. There's no competing with that. Have a good rest of the show.
I'm sorry. I thought I'll just play a shot while Steve's telling us about me visiting his Mono Mac, which I'm very up for. But then Sean just got a flipping hole-in-one.
No, that was you. You were playing.
Wait, was that me?
Yeah.
Was that me? I can't even know.
It said next up is Steve.
Whoa. I got a hole-in-one.
I mean, you're the host of this is your channel. You have to
I deserve it. I deserve it. This is my channel.
Are you going to show everybody your feet again?
I
didn't tell you to putt there.
Sorry. I was about to say, you won't find any PCs on this channel.
What about that Sun workstation you have? That's a PC.
Yeah, and there's actually a Hewlett Packard down there, but it's an Apollo workstation, so I get away with that. And it runs Macintosh application environment. So.
I might need a photo of that for an upcoming Clones episode, by the way. Because I mentioned something about Apollo and. Although it might be the Apollo company. I'm sorry, not the HP.
No, but it is. They bought Apollo.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's an Apollo machine. And
see, I don't even know. I have to interview you now.
It's so cool as well. Like the way it opens up is like, how do you describe it? It's got the whole thing like swings open. It's like the Power Mac G4, except like on the side.
I'm making a note that we'll have to touch on that in another episode.
Further digression. This is my channel. I can digress. Also, Steve is a bad influence. It's heavy. This is it.
Oh, wow.
And it looks cool.
It looks like a Mac 2.
And it has like a million status lights that all mean different things.
I love it.
And it's got audio in and out on the front. So you can like be making your awesome, I don't know, CAD or whatever you do on Apollo workstations. And listen to like Bon Jovi at the same time. That would be pretty Joel, wouldn't it? And this handle thing, that's a latch, and you latch it, and then basically the whole thing goes, and then you can do all your upgrades and stuff like that.
That's awesome. Ooh, look at all those ports.
Yeah, we've got loads of cool stuff there. There's this thing called, I can't remember it now. Anyway, you see how the keyboard port kind of looks like an RJ45, but not.
Yes.
Hewlett Packard have their own like custom bus for their keyboards and mice, and you have to use them. And I think the keyboard has like a mini, like a microcontroller in it, and so like you can't use anything else. And basically, it like networks with its keyboard. It's like really,
okay.
Really weird. Don't understand it. And the mice are really cool. They are the most uncomfortable mice ever, but they look cool. It's pretty Johnny Ive. Here we go. But you heard the sound of the. So anyway, this is Go for Golf. I don't know why I'm still playing it because like we've got the general idea, but you have all these courses, and it's like, look, some of them are faces. It's like
I see.
It's a little face, and
I would actually play this.
This is a little face. Here we go. Seriously, when I was like. Isn't it amazing? Like when you're a teenager, you have time. I have no time now. I just played this for hours and hours and hours.
Oh,
Oh man, that was so close.
all right, I'll give you another go. Come on, you can do this.
Ah! Right.
This is people who are bad at playing virtual golf play virtual golf. The stream.
So that's that, and then does this? Oh yeah. So then this is the other cool thing.
Wait, I haven't seen any of these gophers at all. This
No,
is
there
false
hasn't been.
advertising.
Yeah, where's the gopher? Good point. Oh, it's a setting. Right. Let's get the gopher to come out. Gopher. What a great look. It's okay. So comes up constantly.
And we need him more than. There we go. Some time.
How much time do you want?
I mean, I got all the time in the world, buddy.
Let's say a long time. There he is.
There he is.
Go away.
Ken, there's your squirrel gopher. Oh, he just pops up randomly, that devil.
But he leaves these holes and they ruin the course. So
there you go.
So if I go to a simpler course, we can just go round like this. There he is. Right.
Oh, he really screwed you up there.
He's just it's just everywhere.
It's a multi-dimensional squirrel.
It is. Oh, I forgot that was up. So annoying. Steve's like, why am I doing this?
Why did I agree to this?
Why did I agree to this terrible channel and stream?
Hey! Hey, I'm still high on New Year's Eve, so.
So anyway, there's the gopher. But then the last cool feature, besides the amazing gopher thing, is you can basically build your own courses. So
make this easier.
Yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, make it easier. Great suggestion. Right, that's your first suggestion. Oh look, I've wiped the course. There we go.
There you go. There you go. That's all you need. Watch, we're still gonna screw it up.
I was gonna say, like, do you think I'm gonna be able to play this?
Way to go, Ken!
Well done, Ken. You're really good at this. How good is Sean?
You have to give me a hole in one. I haven't gotten one yet.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wait.
That's you now. All right. Well, I'm gonna try very fast.
Right now it's Steve. Okay, you really Steve.
Oh, I thought that was me already.
Yeah. Sorry. No, you're pink. Here we go. Great.
Thank you.
Great shot, Steve. Great shot. Right. So then in the editor, but then you can do adding all these things, the features.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. So you can put the castle in. Some water.
I couldn't even tell that was a castle.
Tubes. I know. I mean the graphics. And then here's all the slopes that are really annoying that you can't tell the direction of. I mean, they've got arrows on the thing. Does that not?
Arrows should be in the game.
Yeah. It's really mean.
Come on, Bob. Get with the program here.
Yeah, seriously. And then you can put like a bridge over the water.
I almost grabbed my Yeti microphone as a water bottle.
Yeah, don't drink the microphone. And that's it. So that is Go for Golf. And it's, I mean, it's just great because it's got an editor as well. And so you could make a whole golf game yourself, whole golf course, which I think is awesome.
That is amazing.
Thank you, MMC Mecca. Shut down. So yeah. So thank you. So Steve, thank you for joining me for unboxing sealed software. I think we've now made the world. Is it a better place or is it worse?
I mean, it's a matter of opinion. Now, I do have something to tease for your next stream, whenever that may be. But this is something that I have.
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah.
And it has an Apple logo on it, and it's sealed, and I think I feel a diskette in here. And this is 130 HyperCard 2.0 product training. And it's self-paced from May of 1990.
Oh, I am pretty excited about this. As someone who is pretty obsessed with HyperCard.
Yeah, I think I will need to unwrap this carefully. It is sealed.
Who are we training here? Is this like HyperCard developers learning?
I have no clue. I would assume it's for people just learning the software.
It's interesting, isn't it?
And so there's this thick area here, which feels like a floppy.
And that's like proper Apple training materials, right? Because
Yeah, there's an Apple logo on the corner.
Yeah,
so.
and that's the color scheme you see like for service stuff and internal things. So
Yeah, I mean, some of the plastic is coming apart here, so I have no problem with opening it up.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to wait, but it's hard to. So
we need to know what's on the diskette as well. So
I don't know if it's the HyperCard program, or if it's like a training thing. That would be cool. So
you're gonna have to get a Mac with a working disk drive that can get on the screen.
If only I had a Mac. If only I had one.
Yeah, it's not gonna run on your Presario or whatever that is.
I'm never gonna hear the end of that. But that's what we have to look forward to next time, either on my channel or your channel, whatever this is. Next time we yammer on for 2.5 hours. That's what's going to be featured.
You know what I thought? I thought, this is on my channel. I'm going to keep this to an hour. Maybe I should have shared that with you, Steve.
We had zero discussion about time frame, and here we are talking about the intricacies of the box of Go for Golf for a half hour.
I know, sorry. I mean, not sorry. That's what the whole point of this was. Anyway, I'm really excited because that was a game that I played for ages when I was a kid. So it was really fun to see how awful the release was, and to get to play around with it. And
I've never played it, so I think I will be spending some time with Go for Golf. I should have done that in the New Year's stream. It would have been a lot better. But
you know what to spend the rest of your holidays doing, rest of today. Share your score with me later on, and yeah, I want to open your HyperCard thing. I think I would love it if you would do it on my next unboxing, whatever that's going to be called thing.
Sure, that sounds like fun.
That would be awesome. And I don't think I've got any HyperCard stuff that's sealed, because how could I keep HyperCard stuff sealed, really, to be honest?
Yeah.
But I definitely have a lot more fun stuff to get into. A lot of games, a lot of multimedia stuff, and quite a few applications too. I can definitely see at least one copy of Spectre over there that needs to be unwrapped. Yeah, I've actually got a Marathon that is still in its shrink wrap, but like it's been opened, and the shrink wrap is like a sad mess around it. It's not a good look. Why do people? Anyway, so yeah, thank you for joining on my channel. And if you liked this crap, where I just witter on lots, and sometimes have lovely people like Steve joining me to witter on, and I promise, no, I'm not going to. I was about to promise to not digress as much. I don't promise anything.
That's part of the charm.
Yeah, this channel is
the whole package.
Yeah, this is a natural channel. It's going to evolve organically. Stuff's going to happen. Some stuff isn't going to happen.
The gopher will come up sometimes. The gopher will go away sometimes.
Yeah, the gopher might be there constantly or not at all. And hopefully, Steve, you'll join me again sometime for a ramble.
Yeah. And it was a pleasure as always, James.
Yeah, no, and I just, it makes a difference from me just saying, hey, get this thing on eBay. And it's much nicer to talk in person.
Yes. And say, hey, buy this and unbox it. And that's what we did. So this will be archived on Macintosh.
It worked.
It worked.
Get it archived. And otherwise, if you enjoyed this crap, people who aren't Steve, you're already a subscriber. So please subscribe to this channel and like it if you want. I don't know what liking does. I don't have no understanding of the YouTube algorithm. Then please do it. Is this how you end a video, Steve? How do you end a video?
Well, I'm gonna tease something for myself and then we'll end it. But I have this lovely, horrible camera from Polaroid that has a serial port, so it's for that awful compact style PC. And this thing this is the cheapest, lightest digital camera I've ever had in my possession. It's a Polaroid Photo Max Digital 320, and my phone weighs more, obviously, but this is like a pack of cards would weigh more than this. It is just I don't even know if there are any electronics in it.
Is this my payment? Is this my payment for you coming and helping him out with this stream?
There's a 9-volt battery that has corrosion on it.
You promoting some more PC content on my channel.
I'm sorry, James. That was part of the contract. You neglected to read it.
No, that's fine. That's good. I'm up for it. I'm yeah, no, I like crappy old digital cameras. It looks hideous.
It is absolutely horrible. There's a viewfinder and a very tiny display to tell you how many poor photos you could take.
Oh,
And then there are 2 buttons, and that's it. I'm very curious if this thing works, so we'll see.
I'm looking forward to the content.
I am not. But thank you, James. Thank you, James, for Open Talk number 8. I guess that's it. All the details of my channel and James's shenanigans are in the video description. I'll probably end up posting this on my channel as like a download or something, just to make sure James's exposure is firm-gated throughout the universe. Because Gopher Golf must be seen to be enjoyed.
Oh dear.
But Happy New Year, James, and this has been a lot of fun.
Happy New Year, Steve. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.